in a quick second, picking it up where we last left off with the mad transfer scene. I think this is safe, so we'll put it here, put this here. YouTube is coming up. Give me 1 second, guys. Serbibot is here. Welcome in, Serbibot. Let me put up chat so you guys I can actually read chat. 2, 3, pop out the chat. Chat pops out. There we go. The chat pop out here, and then this chat pops down here. Oh, what happened to this one? It's not right. There we go. And remember to check out Lucky, who is doing a full day stream today. Pretty exciting. But in the meantime, let's keep going. And stay composed if I have to do such a thing.
すまない。そっち任せた。
そっちを任せた。
よろしい。そういうわけだから白も脱ぎなさい。
Shiro, take off your clothes.
は、
Smiley
上着
face.
脱ぐだけでいいから。下まで全部脱いだら殺すからね。
殺すからね。I can't tell if she's serious or joking. Anyway, it seems I need to take off as much clothing as I can to come in contact with Saber. Take off clothing parts.
白、お願いです。しばらく背を向けていていただけないでしょうか。
Turn around, Shiro. Don't look.
わかった。準備ができたら言ってくれ。
I turn around, take my shirt off, and fold it up. I even fold the sleeves so I put it in the drawer if I wanted to and try to hide my nervousness.
大丈夫セイバー。はい。だいぶ楽になりましたが。
落ち着いて。There's a passing point. To get up to the fight against Basaga.
いいわよ、シロ。
まあ。
まあ。Mana transfer time. Yo. Saber skin is like new fallen snow or marble. No Genshin. No Genshin today. It's straight up into mana transfer. With the front of her blouse hanging open, Saber so beautiful. Bottom on profile. I can't read this. Oh, I've seen her skin before, but the Saber bit right now is unlike any Saber I've ever seen. It's because of the weird tension. With myself aside, Saber was acting strangely too. Before she was acting normally even when I saw her skin.
シロ、こっち。
It's not that bad in the censored Verizon.
ここに上がって
Verizon,
セイバ
let's
ーに覆いか
go.
ぶさって。
Censored Verizon. Get on top of Saber. Feels like I'm moving a borrowed body. I'm walking to the bit, but stepping on the rubble doesn't feel realistic.
セイバー、同調までは私がやるわ。
I'll take it until you two sympathize.
それからあとはあなたにお願いするけど、持っていきすぎないように注意して。少なければ少ないほどシロの負担は減るから。わかりました。お願いします。リン。
The composition doesn't come into my head. I have my hands full and steadying my breath. Dots. We get even closer, but so close that our skin is almost touching. I feel the weak breath. I support myself with my arms and my body is too close to her.
変革準備。地質。棒が接続開始。
The spell starts. I shake off useless thoughts and clear my mind so I can sympathize with Saber.
小さく、小さく、小さく、小さく。円環航路開始。
円環航路開始. The only thing I can see is Saber's face. He's already in meditation. I can't keep my eyes open forever. Close my eyes reluctantly. Random white screen.
大きく、大きく、大きく、大きく。愛の行動、連続閉鎖。
連続閉鎖. Senses are becoming vague. The sense of floating that I feel every night when I constructed the magic circuit. The feeling of my mind escaping my body and being flung away, but it goes in the opposite direction this time. It usually goes out my back. My mind is escaping out of my chest right now. 5 senses are functions of the body. My sense of hearing should go away since I'm out of my body. But my ears are hearing Saber's breathing sharper than before. The gentle breathing is starting to become lively. The sound of the rapidly beating heart. The sound of blood flowing through the veins. I slip out the shell called Emiya Shiro and slide into her body. Wait, what? Dots! My mind sinks even deeper. I converge, sort of shrink, and become a strong crystal to enter her. A beat, warm breath. The beat, warmth, breath. I touch her mind, not her
Shiro.
body. Shiro. A voice like a bell. I answer the voice. My mind completely breaks away from my body. Random mana animations. My senses completely transform. I have no arms, legs, or self. I run naked. What? I feel like running back in time. It rather feels like I'm being left behind. Whoa. What's going on? It accelerates. Body, personality, order, law. Start and penetrate through numerous barriers between boundaries of individual. Sparks fly from the circuit. The sensation of reaching the speed of light freezes me. He's naked. Oh. Is it passing by human life in a second? Honestly, this is one of the better animations they've done so far. What is this? Concentrated life is heavy and therefore cruel. No matter how life is, it passes by in an instant. Unbearable to stare as it direct on. While my emotion is anesthetized and freezes. It's what likes to go on a long journey if only the mind. I read an excellent insurance of what called the body was. Realization of the foundation of magic. Digitization of human. Several hundred organs connected using several billion connections. Infinite complex maintenance is a high made of simple repetitions. It's a future that eventually is. It's like a vehicle going through an illuminated city without any life. Here, apparent time passes by at light speed. It's the eye. The great eye of confluence. Oh. Wait, this was never in the anime. We never saw this, right? What is this? Eternity in an instant. Path through the final boundary. Boundaries is inside her. I see the magic circle owned by the existence called Atoria. What's going on? The change is extreme. Fast forward through light caught up in an instant. It's too dark and heavy. Pressure compares my outline adds to them, it feels like I'm underwater. My body is slowly sinking, accompanied by the pain, is squashed by a strong force. Half is dim, I can't see the bottom. It feels like I'm falling through the massive darkness into an even denser darkness. I instantly ran past all the mouth like a lie. Stopping point instantly to go a mile. I feel no hope, no light ahead. This really Saber's magic circuit. It's really different from mine. Usually share a magic circuit and the number of paths are different for each person, but this is different. It's not about skill or ability. Saber's magic circuit is fundamentally different from that of mages. She's a king. Path rumbles. Each time my nostril is almost crushed. I don't know what kind of magic circuit Saber has, but I know that the sympathizing spell is working. Okay, they place it dark and heavy on Saber, but this isn't an impure place. Full of life. Flowing air is blood and also a medical energy. I realized that I've forgotten to breathe, maybe because there's no need to. Thinking is painful but not life-threatening. Look at the tunnels I fell through and it feels like the distance I can't go back. I can't see anything anywhere in this darkness. And the slow fall seems infinite. Weight of the air changes. Speed of descent decreases even more. Now my eyes to the brightness of the darkness. There's an end to this infinite power. I feel Saber's warmth and breath. Final destination. I reach the source of Saber's magic circuit, the mental world at her center. But scenery is beyond my understanding. The core of a star. Core of a star? Volume of fire that breathes underground is here. Dang, what is this? Not a sound. What was that? The only first experience stays silent without splashing around. Huge shadows at the bottom of the lake. Is that a dragon? Eye of fire perceives a small intruder. Foreign body to a foreign body and its master allowed it inside. In this core, my mind's only a piece of trash that just serves a functional piece of wood to light the fire. All my breath I do not need. Actually, I love cool scenery. Tables magic circuit. Hardly exceeds human is fundamentally different from ours, which imagine from lines and circuit. Place is a reactor core. Major's body is a machine that creates magical energy. This place is a factory that creates magical energy. Okay. Core isn't active. Starting key to make the core turn, the source of energy to provide the first turn is not there. Has a great amount of magical energy and an amount of magical core, but it isn't enough magical energy to activate the core. Kind of put the magical energy in there. Zero. Salt sea of gasoline. Scent. No matter how much time the medical energy is, it's meaningless without fires to burn it. It doesn't matter how small the fire is. Core resume activity once the path to send magical energy is connected. Think that transcending human knowledge awakens. When paths running across the lake swirl up, the red atmosphere shoots up and becomes pillars. Or is it how inside of a thundercloud? Why is there a random dragon? I have no idea what's going on. Holy cow, it really is a dragon. I don't think this was in the anime at all, right? Like, what in the world is this? Raging sound of the wave is so huge, I already cannot see them in my hearing. Like how something huge cannot be seen if roar is just like silent. Think of pain within the blink coil and all the threats to mankind. What the? We Monster Hunter now, guys. We're playing Monster Hunter. Is this an Elder Dragon? It had been said, the king is a red dragon symbolizing Britain, the child of the sacred star carrying phantasmal blood in the human body. Oh, okay. Been ages since I saw the anime. This is definitely not in there. Symbol, Fury King, numerous phantasmal beasts appearing something as evil and sometimes as a god. Highest of all beings. That is what ensables unconsciousness. What is ensables unconsciousness? Episode True Nature that is appropriate for the best servant. Cauldron is open. Two brutal fang fills my vision. Goon is good, but I think this is better. Oh wait, so the original doesn't have this? This is pretty cool. Resistance is meaningless. A mere human cannot defend against it. No human's intelligence cannot think of running away. Oh. Whoops. They must have been that hungry. Bloodshot eyes and bites down into food that is small as dust and I die. What? He's getting attacked. Eradicates all words. Come to think of it. Why isn't food on the table alive? Doesn't even need to be said. Cannot bear it if it's alive. You know that food is better fresh, but it's still dead because it's too cruel to keep it alive. The original is a goon scene? Uh-oh. In short, despite appearances, edible meat preserves the dignity of life. Ah, okay, so that's why this animation is all like looks slightly newer too. Getting ready to ball up. Forget where I am in rolling cookies. I appeal my plane. Hatred builds up. I resist the bad sensation. I'm learning not back from nothing like a being crucified. What is going on? My senses vanish. I drop all goals and meanings. Keeping sanity here is resistant as a time of creation. Excessively powerful pain and pleasure. And things that I can only perceive this creature as a monster. I recall her figure. It's Nicole! No, just kidding. Hang her here believing I can withstand this hell. I recall the meaning of this pain. I isolate the significance of this anguish. I mean, they clearly kept the ruin from the form of innuendos. I probably realized why I came to this place. I breathe out and stop resisting. The one I should fight against is not the dragon's pen, but the pain within me. And then coming to get away from the pain. He was save her from the pain and answer the trust she kept many times. Thus, I said I cannot fight. I am here to give her the best answer I can give. Hoping I can try it more, I'm not reaching out to my destroyed senses. Stay quiet as I come to sleep and sharpen my senses. Currently is an instant here. If that's the case, I can stay conscious if I can withstand the pain even for an instant. Alright then. I have no fear. I shall dedicate this pain to you, the one who is fighting. Pain disappears in an instant. There is gone, my consciousness fighter. They grow alive because I lost some of it. Live returns to service like gave away from the core against my will. Wait, I'll check something before that. Oh. Represent Nicole. How warm. Core burning golden with a low sound. The technical magic circle is glowing with all the colors of the rainbow, restarting the circulation. Fire has been lit. Let's go. At amateur mages, I was able to fulfill a role, my role as a master. I turned my body to the soaring wind. Oh, we get a flashback. That's a glimpse of a distant memory. Figure holding a sword and a figure dancing in the field. Which did I find familiar? Saber dancing in the field. Let's go. Did we succeed, guys? Close my eyes and open my eyes slowly. Check my body with my dizzy mind. Needless to say, I don't feel any wound on my body. Maybe the pain when I endured it. Mental wound that could have been a trauma is healed as well.
シロ、
I hear it was from under me. Question mark? Being of her soft skin instantly makes me realize who she is and what we're doing. Saber was lying on the bed with an untidy blouse and Tosaka's curled up in the sleep. Tosaka's alright, but Saber has been under me dressed like this.
おはよう、セイバー。
はい。おはようございます、シロ。
Ohayou gozaimasu. An awkward greeting. Saber slowly gets out and fixes her blouse. Crap, we're conscious of each other and can't look at each other in the eyes.
もう切られるようになったんだ、セイバー。
はい。魔力の供給を受けられるようになりましたので。
Miss Saber's back to normal. The pen I carried her here is gone now.
そうか。よかった。成功したんだ。魔術回廊の移植は。
はい。ですから服を着ていただけませんか、シロ。その格好のままだと私もなぜか話しづらい。
Please do try. Put your clothes on, Shiro. I looked down at myself.
そうか、そうだよな。そうだった。
Quickly reach out for my extremely folded up clothes. So I pulled out my clothes. No, I'm the one who did it. Why did I pull it out this much? I vividly recall the ritual last night. I hypnotized Saber and transported my magic circuit deep inside her. Looks like Saber's back to normal. What about me? I said my body and mind would not be able to handle losing the magic circuit, but there's no big damage nor do I feel any big sense of loss. I'm a bit scared, but I tried my magic circuit. I tried looking at how much of it is missing, but the fight against Berserker is waiting. I have to know the condition I'm in. He just shirtless, right? Why so shy? He has man nipples. Alright. Cover your man nipples. Unless he had his weird. I don't see why he can't be modest. Also, he's also like, I would also think like in general Japanese culture, you don't randomly just take off your shirt, even though, you know, I'm pretty sure. I think this is true in like any culture actually. You don't just randomly take off your shirt. Like I was at a ball game the other day, and there was like an entire stand of like, I think it was like 15-year-old who all took off their shirts and like were swinging it. I'm like, okay. And they were just doing it for like the entire baseball game. It was like, it was kind of ridiculous. It was bitten to pieces. My magic circle is still there. I guess there's nothing wrong with it for me to use a strengthening spell.
そうか。これって。
Magic circles I rarely use are being taken away. Probably taken away. I only activate 1 to 4 circuits for strengthening. I can't use any dark circuits because I've never fully activated all my circuits. Magic circuits transplanted in Saber with those circuits that I rarely used.
シロ。
He has so many circuits. I can still use a strengthening spell just fine. My body's putting it down as if I'm water because my full ability is degenerated. I feel like I connected it down to something important. I can't clearly tell where, but there's a weak link between Saber and I. Contains something big and warm in the place of my lost circuits.
申し訳ありません、シロ。
I heard Saber's apologetic voice from behind me.
シロの回路を得る際に 必要最小限にとどめるよう努力はしました。ですがその最低限の量ですら人から得るには多すぎた。もしやシローに消せない傷跡を残してしまったかと思うと謝罪の言葉も見当たりません。これは私の不覚です。私が核も力足らずでなければシローには。
そんなことはない。セイバーは謝らなくていいんだ。そもそもの原因は俺が魔力の供給をできないでいてセイバーに迷惑をかけていたからだろ。でもそれもこれで解決した。これからはちゃんと魔力の供給ができる。これで本当に胸を張ってセイバーのマスターだって口にできる。
Yo, Saber Master.
ですがシロー、
俺の魔術回路のことは気にしなくていいよ。どうせ使わないものみたいだし、むしろない方がすっきりする。
It doesn't look happy. Mazu, I don't know what to say now. I survived in spells losing with Magic Circuit. Saber's Magic Circuit and the Dream of Light and Wind and Saber's Youthful Days, and on top of that we spent the night just like that. Question mark. Ochitsui de. It's ritual for us to survive. I have to calm down. I may make a mistake in the oncoming fight like this. Her breath pauses and lets out a voice. Tosaka woke up.
おはようございますリン。
よう、トサカ。おはよ
Her head moves and she raises her hip. Tosaka's not more important, so she's like a different person right now.
う。サンキュー、トサカ。ちゃんと成功したぞ。
成功したぞ。
はい。私の魔力の補充はできました。ですがその代わりシローに。
いや、なくなったのは3割ぐらいだと思うから大丈夫。これくらいならなんとか。
3割ですか。
3 tenths?
なんとか最小にとどめたというのにそれでも3割とは。我がことながらなんと強欲な。
強欲か。そうだな。腹ペコだったにしてももう少し行儀よくしてほしかったな。
The awkward mood disappears since Tosaka joined in. Now we're really back to normal.
そう、じゃあいいわね。
Yon Swanson stands up. Battle is near. Berserker and Eosville are waiting on the other side of the silent forest. You'll lose many significant things if we exchange last night as you break through that hurricane of death. Original Silver created in my heart. You defeat the strongest enemy. Is Archer really dead? Or did he just like take a lot of damage and hide away? I don't remember that Archer dies right here, but maybe he did. I don't think so. The battle between the two ends. Kill exterminate each other with all the men and ended with annihilation of the Red Knight. Oh, okay, now we're showing the gorgeous hall is completely transformed. The floor is cracked in numerous places. Many walls have been knocked down, stairs have been collapsed, and the smashed marble is scattered in the wind. The place has been completely destroyed, leaving no trace of its former beauty. The place also destroyed time, because it remains of destruction and hide what the place looked like just 2 hours ago. In the middle of the destruction stands a suitable sculpture. Central to musical hall looking at the figure of a man carved out of a large stone. Does not even need to be said, it is Elasiel's servant, Pasaka. The giant does not move, his body dyed in red and filled with holes. There's no place on the giant's body that is not wounded. Ooh. Both his legs are almost melted. Second, there's a mark of a cut on his neck. Third, his arm is barely hanging from his elbow. He's slashed from his shoulder to his groin. Fifth, a large amount of blood is gushing out from his chest. Sixth, his internal organs can be seen at his stomach. Berserker does not move. It's only natural. It's a corpse no matter how one looks at it. The battle itself has ended much earlier, but Berserker's master has forgotten to act as this result is too surprising and unexpected. He has to pursue her prey, but she's only looking at this scene in astonishment.
信じられない。何だったのよ、あいつ。
She murmurs angrily. The battle that took place here was nothing but humiliation for her. Her servant is the most powerful. There should only be 1 or 2 servants able to match Heracles, the most famous of all heroic spirits. Archer, a heroic spirit of unknown identity, has defeated him. The Red Knight has met Berserker equally and has succeeded in killing Berserker, something no one is able to do before. Such actions cannot be forgiven. For her, this is like being stabbed in the heart by a bug on the roadside. Part of a girl who considers herself the strongest cannot allow her to be cornered by someone who should be stepped on, begging for sympathy.
頭にくる。あんなやつに6回もやられるなん
The sculptor does not answer. It might be unable to afford answer, or perhaps it sees no need for one. That just stands and devotes himself to healing his wounds. Battle was too strange for him as well. His noble phantasm nullifies any attack. No attack can affect his body unless it is of the highest grade, so he rarely takes wounds. In the Age of Gods, no one could scratch him after he had accomplished great deeds, but still 6 times. Archer delivered a fatal blow 6 times. Does not even need to be said that every one of his attacks is by a different method. Even the greatest attacks can be effective from Berserker twice. See what Excalibur does to him. They have defeated 6 times, Berserker cheating. Wait, no, this is not Excalibur. This is just Archer. Archer didn't use Excalibur to beat him. He just like summoned like 6 different Noble Phantasm level like attacks. If one seeks strangeness, it is a strange part. Archer is usually with such varied abilities, true identity should have been clear. True identity still remained unknown even after his body was pulverized. What was really surprising was his way of being contradictory to that of a servant. I know I typed that message way before. A dim light grows in Berserker's eyes. If he had been summoned as a normal servant, he would have grieved that this battle deserved better. No matter who he really was, Archer was a great enemy. If he had not been mad, he would have matched sword turning to Archer to Shotgun and passed a satisfying time. So it's up to Saber to defeat the last life of Berserker, right? After voice echoes. One light of rationality vanishes. It's only a Berserker now. She was to defeat a bunch of crushes his masterpieces. Does not even need to answer. Wounds that are not fatal will be fully healed within a few minutes. But restoring everything will take 3 days. He can't restore his lives. He only needs 1 more life. Giant silently objects. It's his instinct. Berserker has an intuition like Saber's when it comes to fighting. Enemies can suddenly be mowed away instantly. It will be a different story if Summon Saber has recovered enough to use a Noble Phantasm. Berserker will not yield to a mere Holy Sword, but there's a small chance. Instinct tells him that he is to fight a Summon, he should engage her in perfect condition. Oh wait, he has 11 lives. How many lives does this guy have? Berserker waits the 11 lives? How many lives does he have? Ele 11. God hand. That was granted to him for a life for completing 12 labors. So he has 11 lives, I guess. Body that knows no death. It is ability required to transform the body into a tough suit of armor. He has lives equaling the number of labors he came to atone for his sins. So he should have 12 lives. And he died 6 times. 5 lives should be enough. They are no match for you even with God hand. Okay.
それとも何？ここまで私たちをバカにした奴らを見逃してやるっていうの？バーサーカー。そうでしょ？誰一人として私の森からは逃がさないわ。うん。リンとセーバーはバーサーカーにあげるね。殺すなりもてあそぶなり好きにしていいわ。
もてあそぶなり。Uh-oh. Is this real? もてあそぶ。もてあそぶなり. Man, the translation is pretty intense. もてあそぶ just means to play with or to toy with. Dang. That's dark. That's dark coming from Ilias Field. Girl jumps down from the stairs. She walks to the exit without care for the bloody berserker. That moment, the girl stops as once as if remembering something.
さあ狩りを始めましょうバーサーカー。だけどセイバーのマスターは簡単に殺しちゃダメだよ。シローには一番ひどい死に方をさせてあげるんだから。
Uh-oh. Smiling, the girl leaves the castle. Does she end up being part of the harem? I think she does, right? Like, we spare her life for some reason. I don't know, I feel like after this scene, I feel like we shouldn't show any mercy to her. No matter where a pair are hiding, it should be no problem for her to find them. A few minutes of life remaining. Oh yeah, in the harem doesn't sound right. Yeah, exactly. But I vaguely remember in the anime she just ends up like part of the household. I was forced to leave the ruin. So it put me out saying the girls have adjustments afterward, changing and all that.
何言ってんだ。男だっていろいろある。
I grumble, leaning against the wall. Sounds like an excuse because it is. Look up at the sky. Is it almost dawn? The sky in the east is getting redder and the forest is slowly getting lighter. Remembering, I frantically shake off my worldly desires. I'll forget about it for now. I won't back on so much in memories of Saber, or anything is impolite to Saber. I make contact with Saber to save her. Sure have any other emotion for Saber. One of the roles. I'm a big liar. I can't deceive myself about it, or excuses like that. Can't forget the spectre I saw inside Saber. Forget about it for now. No time to worry about something. To remember about it right now, it's hard to take on Basaka.
そうだ。自分にできることをやらないと。あいつだって最後にそう言ってたじゃないか。
Remember Arthur's back, and now all his words have stuck in my head. There, the tree branch. Yeah, only a few things I can do. Not much right now, I can only do them to the best of my abilities. Yeah, I found a few more branches that are straight.
シロー、終わったから入ってきて。
I hear Tadaka's voice. I've done to the ruin carrying branches I found. Now the only other problem is whether I'm able to act normally after seeing to Saber's heart, even for a moment.
こちらですシロ。リンから話があるそうです。
I guess such worries were only on my part. But acting resolutely as always. As a completely accepted incident unlike me.
ああ、今行く。
Damn, I won't lose. Stupid to be the only one blushing, so I'll try my best to act calm.
来たわね。それじゃあ作戦会議を始めるけど、会議って言っても口論し合う暇はないわ。バーサーカーを倒す方法も限られているし、とりあえず私の話を聞いてもらえる？
Saber and I nod.
作戦としては単純よ。まともな方法じゃバーサーカーとは勝負にならない。勝つためには奇襲。仕掛けたのなら反撃させずに一撃で首を落とすのが絶対条件だと思う。
同感です。バーサーカーと打ち合ったところであれには致命傷を与えられません。倒すのならば打ち合いの外から消すべきでしょう。
打ち合いの外からってバーサーカーが俺たちに気づく前に先回りして襲うってことか。そりゃあいつと正面から戦うのは無謀だけど、そっちの方はもっと無謀だ。あいつが奇襲なんてさせる玉か。
ええ、バーサーカーに気づかれずに近寄るなんて都合のいい作戦はやらないわよ。あっちにはイリアスフィールがいるんだもの。少なくともセイバーとシローの気配は簡単に感知されるわ。私は気配を隠せるから大丈夫だけど。
I don't know how it works, but Ida can feel Saber in my presence, huh? So Tadaka's the only one who can hide them.
まさか奇襲をするのは遠坂だって言うんじゃないだろうな。
当然でしょ。一番に狙われてるのはシローなんだし、この中で一番動きやすいのは私だもの。隙をついて後ろからバッサリやるのは任せなさい。
Oh no, this is gonna feel so badly because he has more than one life.
後ろからバッサリってバーサーカーがそんな甘いわけないだろう。
そりゃそうよ。だからセイバーに隙を作ってもらうの。セイバー、体はどのくらい回復した？
通常戦闘ならば問題はありません。ですが宝具の使用は避けるべきです。
宝具。
今の魔力ではおそらく使った瞬間に体を維持できなくなる。たとえ使ったとしても純度は落ちていますから、バーサーカーを倒せるとは思えません。
Doesn't she end up using it though? Or maybe he uses a command spell to help her?
ええ、それで十分よ。セイバーにはバーサーカーと打ち合ってもらうわ。もちろんシロも一緒で、私は隠れて様子を見る。イリアスフィールから見れば私はおまけみたいなものだし、いなければ二人を見捨てて逃げたとか思うんじゃないかしら。は
あ、それはまあ可能性はなくはありませんが。
可能性が低いならあげて。シロはイリアスフィールと仲がいいみたいだし、うまく話せば騙せるんじゃない？
Her. You should just roll 20 deception.
反論はあるけど引き受けた。
I'll take it.
遠坂は逃げたって言えばイリアはまず信じるよ。あの子は人の言葉を疑わないと思う。
だとしても問題はあります。私がバーサーカーと対峙するのはいい。ですがシローに同じことはさせられません。シローではバーサーカーの一撃に耐えられない。
誰もシローに殴り合えなんて言ってないわ。シローはセイバーから離れて後方支援。セイバーだけじゃバーサーカーを押し切るのは難しいから、危なくなったら助けてあげて。
バカな。シローはリンのように魔術に長けてはいない。援護といっても何を。
それはシローが考えて。もっともバーサーカー相手だとマスターが介入する余裕なんてないわ。シローだけじゃなくて私だって手を出せばセイバーの足を引っ張るもの。それでも一人だって遊ばせる余裕はないの。シローが殺されればセイバーもおしまいっていうのは分かってるけど、ここはそうしてもらうわ。初めから賭け事みたいな戦いなんだから。
それはそうですが。
Difficult silent of a trouble faced. Look outside which must be seeing something unreadable. Whose concern is only natural. Yeah, and I'm Matt Saber. When we were attacked by Balaka, I couldn't use my body to defend her. It's a high probability that would happen again. I checked from the battlefield, but I would have no intention of doing that even if she didn't help me to beat her.
分かってる。遠くからの援護は何とかしよう。
Eh? Oh, my words that surprising?
離れたところからセイバーを援護すればいいんだろ。それなら何とかなると思う。
Think that I hold up the branch I just collected. The length is perfect, flexibility is good as well. This is the first time I've done this kind of strengthening. I don't think there's any flaw in the principle. Point is, I just need to keep reinforcing it until it becomes a real one. For this, I also have a reference since he had one too. Without that, medical energy has been floating in my body for a while now. Let's repeat the usual process now. Analyze the basic structure to modify it. Analyze composition materials and reinforce them. That's not enough if the original is a branch and the finished product is his bow. I have to imagine it from the concept of creation. Oh, he's gonna become Archer! I mean, the hypothesis at least in my head. I open my eyes, the branch is shaped right, but
うわ、似ても似つかね
it's ugly and crooked, but I know it will work as a bow. I have to make the arrows in the same way.
シロ、今の。
え。ああ、シンジとの一件でなんとなくコツが分かった。遠坂も言ってただろ、力みすぎるなって。
そう。まあ手段ができたのはいいことだし、今はいいわ。話を戻すけど、とにかく2人にはバーサーカーと戦ってもらう。私はあらかじめ木に登って上から様子を観察してるから。で、セイバーがなんとかバーサーカーに隙を作ったら 視覚である頭上からとっておきの宝石を使い切ってバーサーカーを串刺しにする。作戦としてはそれだけの単純なものだけど、
Look at the person ask for questions. I don't think Basaka can take damage from the jewels though.
宝石というのはリンの魔術ですか？だとしても生半可な魔術ではバーサーカーの体には届きません。彼を傷つけるには最大純度の攻撃でなければならないのですから。
分かってる。要するに A 判定の攻撃でないとダメなんでしょ。
I think the jewel block it.
その宝石は
私が物心ついた時からために貯めた貯金みたいなものよ。これ一つで A 判定の大魔術を即座に発生させられる。10個あったんだけどね、一つはあなたに使っちゃったわ。
そうか。あの時の魔術ならば確かにバーサーカーは防げない。彼には私のような大魔力はありません。魔術であってもそれが A 判定ならば問題なく貫通する。
そういうことよ。本当は小出ししていこうと思ったけど、悠長なことは言ってられないわ。バーサーカーには特別に2つか3つは叩き込んでやるんだから。
You gotta take out chest and confidence, but
おい、なんか半端にせこくないか？
販売成功ないか。
同感です。私が言えることではありませんが、せめて半分使い切るぐらいの気前の良さが必要だと思うのですが。
何よ、そんなの人の勝手でしょ。あなたたちね、私がどれほど苦労してここまで貯めたって思ってるのよ。
See, when I put that slightly, so because life depends on this, so it would be funny if she gets stingy and end up failing because of that.
分かったわよ。半分使えばいいんでしょ。使えば。
半分使えば。
何よ、言ってみただけじゃない。私だってそれくらい分かってるんだから。とにかく作戦はそれだけよ。あとは私が隠れられてシローがセイバーの援護をしやすい場所を探さなくちゃ。イリアスフィールが来る前にいい場所を見つけましょう。
いい場所を見つけましょう。Yeah, we can stay in this ruin now. So it's the case, all that's left to find a spot to wait for Basaka. Before that, I'm worried about Tosaka. I'm worried about Saber. I know Saber's really alright. She says she will have no problem fighting, but isn't it hard on her fighting Basaka when she was so weak before? Now I'm more worried about her formal
使
vendetta.
えばその瞬間に体を維持できなくなる。
Saber said that. That means that Saber will disappear the instant she uses that sword.
セイバ
はい。何でしょうか、シロ。
ー、ああ、戦う前に一つ約束してくれないか？
ええ、それが私にできることならば構いませんが。
そのさ、どんな状況になってもあの宝具は使わないでほしいんだ。地上であんなものを使ったら大事だし、それにバーサーカーを倒せてもセイバーが死ぬなんていうのは嫌だ。
ええ、分かっています。私も宝具を使う気はありません。今の魔力でバーサーカーを倒せるとは限りませんし、何より消えてしまっては聖杯を手に入れられない。
Saber declares so. That makes me happy.
よし、いつものセイバーだ。うんざりするほど冷静で安心した。
それはどういう意味でしょうか、シロ。
いや、大はないよ。いいから外に出よう。遠坂を待たせるとまた文句を言われるからな。
そうですね。リンはシロに文句を言うのが趣味のようですから。
Saber hits the exit. Not about. But he falls for it, he's shooting something. What? We grab her head.
ほら、足元危ないぞ。散らかってるんだから気をつけないと。
Oh, Saber's blushing awkwardly.
セイバー、どうした？なんかあったのか？
いえ、そういうわけではないのですが、手を握られていると その
Holding hands. Sable blushes even more. Her figure looks like me from earlier. I really close to us and then I pull away quickly. I didn't say anything, we just stand there.
外に出よう。早く行かないと時間がない。
そうですね。急ぎましょう、シロ。
Yo, hold hands! So to go to the fourth conversation. Once we go outside, we won't return here. I will look back at the ruin and hit the bed. She's pressing my beating heart. Reach an open clearing in the forest. The sun is rising and the forest is darkened by the morning mist. Compared to the inside of the dense forest, this place has an open view.
トサカ、ここ悪くないんじゃないのか。
悪くないじゃないのか。
そうね。条件はいくらかクリアしてるけど、見晴らしが良すぎるのがどうもね。これじゃあ私はともかくセイバーとシローの逃げ道がないもの。
逃げ道はないもの。Such a perfectionist considering even the escape routes.
他は渡りましょう。大丈夫。まだ時間はあるわ。
Tozaka re-enters the forest. But Saber stands into the distance and doesn't move.
セイバー、何してるのよ。早くしないとイリアスフィールに。
来た。He's already here. I can't forget it, and I felt it once already. I can't even see him nor feel his presence. But his pressure on my body must be because of him. Mitsuke-ta. Girl's voice echoes through the forest, beyond the mist. From inside the forest far away, something black comes straight for us. Is it because we're in a clearing under the open sky? I feel like Ilya is talking about us while looking down from the sky.
やば、あいつもうシロを見つけたの？
Oh hell nah, that's creepy.
まずい、ここじゃ視界が広すぎる。何よこのスピード。これじゃあ2分かからない。ちょっと何のんびりしてるのよ2人とも。ここじゃまずいって言ってるでしょ。早く場所を変えないと。
Tozaka takes my head, but we won't make it.
いや、ここでいい、トサカ。3人で戦えるだけでも良好なんだ。これ以上は求められない。
バカ、それがまずいんだってば。ここじゃ横幅がありすぎるの。セイバーだけじゃバーサーカーを止められないし、いくら離れてたってあんたも前に入っちゃうじゃない。
トサカが心配してくれてるのは分かってるけど、危険なのはみんな一緒だ。それにこうなっちゃ逃げ道なんかないんじゃないのか。
それはそうだけど。
セイバーもいいな。ここでバーサーカーを迎え撃つ。
Saber nods quietly.
もう分かったわよ。簡単にやられたら怒るからね。
We must have agreed that she disappears into the fog. Once she goes into action, she's super fast. She gets away from the clearing and goes up a tree in the forest.
来るぞセイバー。準備はいいか。
準備はいいか。
あなたも。戦いが始まったら決してここから前には出ないように。何があろうとバーサーカーをここには近づけさせません。
させません。Fog flickers. From the morning fog, the black dance seeping out. The mad warrior appears along with a white girl.
意外ね。てっきり最後まで逃げ回るとばかり思ってたのに。それとももう観念したの？お兄ちゃん。
There's about 40 meters between us and Ilya. We're facing each other on the opposite ends of the clearing.
セイバーは治ったんだ。そっか。だから逃げ回るのはやめにしたのね。欲しいな。そんなことで私に勝てると思うのは可愛いんだけど。残念ね。シロはここで死ぬんだもの。
I left the echo sounding through the forest that irritated her. Saber standing beside me so worked out that she could attack at any moment.
もうつまんないな。ずいぶん無口になっちゃったのね。もしかして殺されるのは怖いの？そんなのもったいないよ。今命乞いをすれば私も許してあげないこともないんだから。
Totsuka must have finished climbing the tree. If she's going to place herself, it will be near the center of the clearing. Nobody will notice if she is right where the branches are holding. She's trying not to support her as well.
そうあくまでそういう態度なんだならもうおしゃべりはここまでだねリンとモドも殺してあげ待ちなさいリンはどうしたのシロ
I guess that's what you expect from Basaka's master. She has a complete understanding of what can be overlooked and what can't be.
遠坂はここにはいない。あいつと俺たちはとうに別れた。
別行動を取ったのそっかセイバーを連れてるシロは足手まといだものねリン一人ならもっと遠くに逃げられる
Oh, she fell for it.
そういうことだ。もうとっくに森を出てるだろう。今から追っても間に合わないぞ。
そうかしらこの森はアインズベルンの結界よ
アインズベルの結界。
誰が入ってきて誰が出ていったかぐらいはわかるんだからあれから外に出た人間は一人もいないリンはまだ森にいるわ探し出すのはこの後でも十分よ
Oh! Thank God, Ida can only sense the boundary of the forest. He doesn't know about Tosaka yet. Actually, she could only be what is it? He has certainly a cold-hearted master, but still can't that cold-heartedness still be recovered.
イリア、戦う前にもう一度だけ聞くぞ。
I say we kill her.
マスターをやめて、こんな戦いをやめることはできないのか？
できないよおじいさまの言いつけだもの
Who cares about your OG-san? Come on, man.
バーサーカーがいる限り私はアインツベルンのマスターなのイリアは他のマスターたちを殺して聖杯を持ち帰らなくちゃいけないんだからそれにもう一度だけ聞くのはこっちだよ私はアインツベルンの当主だからあんな言葉二度は言わないわけどシローが答え直すって言うんならちゃんと聞いてあげてもいいんだよ
There's a little hope in her voice, but as long as Saba's beside me, I can't not to her words.
答えは変わらない。俺はセイバーのマスターだ。お前がマスターを辞めないって言うんなら、バーサーカーを倒して辞めさせる。
I declare so while looking at Ilya and Barasaka. In that instant, the air in the clearing freezes.
そうなら本気で殺してあげるその思い上がりと一緒に粉々に砕いてあげるわシロ
What in the world is going on? Is that her magic circuit? Pattern is appearing on her face. No, it's not just her face. Thing is all over her body. It's a huge command spell, incomparable to the ones we have. Is that Basaka a command
遊
spell?
びは終わりよ蹴散らしなさいヘラクレス
A dead voice. It is the answer to the giant behind her roars. A scream that shakes the earth. The giant scream that is going insane. Everybody increases and deforms itself.
そんな理性を奪っていただけで凶暴化させていなかったというのか
You have not been using his Berserker abilities all these times. It's only natural for Saber to feel a shudder. Even I, it was such a strong word, I can sense that it's not to be messed with.
行け近寄る者はみんな殺しちゃえバーサーカー
An explosive roar roars out, not even a howl, no, the giant jumps in.
セイバー
A super light dashes forward and reply. Saber lands in the center of the clearing. Ooh, battle music, guys. Huge body and Saber runs straight for his landing point. The ground trembles as if stopping a meteor. Saber attacks Basaka. Slashes! More slashes! Ooh, slashy, slash. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is actually a really good cutscene. It's the return of the legends. In this forest filled with the morning mist, the two shadows crash without ceasing. Basaka just overwhelming. His horizontal blow is a whirlwind, his descending blow is a waterfall. Saber takes a will prove fatal even for her. Saber repels such attack straight on without faltering. Against storm-like blows, she flex in with all her might. If she doesn't, she'll be slashed in half along with her sword. Infinite blows that continue without pause or effect. A blow diverted with all her might. Continuous sound of clashing. Their ranges are different. Their speeds are different. Their strengths remaining are too different. Anything possible for Saber to smash the sword into the unavoidable attack and stop it from slashing her by offsetting it with her own blow. Berserker is a broken rock drill, the blade spinning in all directions will mostly destroy all that approach. If one reaches out even a little, that's it. One will get entangled with the blade, be shredded to pieces, and unable to run away. Now we can't go up against that thing. Approaching his fate though, you can only run away, but Saber places itself within the blades and does not retreat. She will be cut down bit by bit, some may spot, but it's only natural for her armor to splinter bit by bit, constantly putting herself in fatal situations. I just hold my breath. Ancient times, the heroes that went up against her must all have been like her. They know well enough that strengths were different. Still, they bet on the chance of a lifetime. Great violence surpassing human. They defend on only opening appears, and many warriors die when no such miracle appeared. Their pride is just that. Sighting Bell takes my eyes away, but it has only one end prepared, if it being Saber's defeat, as she's hurt more by the second. The roar shakes the ground. Berserker's whirlwind cuts through the wind and flicks back the defending Saber. Saber pushes away very low as she hit to the ground. She charges with it, Berserker without falling to her knees. She already had her limits. Saber's breathing wildly and the movements are slowing down even to my eyes. She's not even trying to create an opening in Berserker. She will be slashed by him in a few more blows. Come on, help her, Shiro. My clenched fist is a bow. I provide backup with the bow. What's the point? Question mark. Shoot him. Ha! The instant Saber is long away, I fire at Berserker. This won't hurt him, but it should at least take his attention off Saber. Nani, the arrow that hits Berserker's temple does nothing. I can't even get his attention. The giant does not block, though he doesn't even care about my attack, Lamau. You need something palatable. Ida's laugh echoes through the forest. So can't do anything. Saber's about to collapse in front of me. I can't do anything. I'm too weak. Can't hurt Berserker while he's distracting Saber. Strong blow. Saber replaying that as the feet driven to the ground up to her ankles. Blows are heavy and fast. Axe sword flying above Saber's head comes down. Sword shades off her armor. She flings herself away and breaks the ground. I feel like I'll grind my teeth down and my unable to do anything after all. I can protect Saber and I'll fight alongside her. There's nothing I can do. All I can do is summon Excalibur.
ならば、せめてイメージしろ。お前にできることなど、所詮その程度でしかないのだから。
The guy said so. Summon Excalibur. Come on.
外敵などいらぬ。お前にとって戦う相手とは、自身のイメージに他ならない。
I used the command spell to spawn it in. I think he can just summon it. What was he saying? It wasn't his unusual harassment. Those words are important I need to understand right now. No, saying that when all of his words are warning that I shouldn't have ignored. Saber's body is flung away. She didn't jump to get away. She took a blow. That storm-like blow landed right on her side. Saber totters. Concentrating, staring to her numb fingers, she faces Berserker again, coughing violently. Giant will not miss the opening. Saber has finally shown. My voice won't reach them. It's useless for me to say anything, and it's useless for me to have a bow mimicking archers. Do I still not understand what I can do, what I should be doing? That's right. What do I need in order to save Saber? Bow will do, even a lance won't be able to pierce him, and that doesn't mean I should have the same weapon as the enemy. The giant, to defeat that mountain, I'll need a sword. A sharp, gorgeous sword of the king that will defeat the enemy in one blow, like the golden sword so suited her that I saw in my dreams. My head hurts. Bearing my nausea, I still stare at her, but ironically I feel like I'm going crazy the more I stare at her, about to collapse. Saber and Berserker's movements seem to be in slow motion. Many switches are arranged in a row. Why is it in red? Coughing, Saber bends her body in pain for an instant. Berserker smashes down his axe sword with all his might. As if making a line, the firing hammers move into position one by one. It seems like knocking down dominoes. The triggers are pulled all at once. Saber! Berserker's blow smashes Saber away. It's fatal. Saber's body is split through the waist and the pieces are thrown into the air. Check out. The only thing flung into the air is Saber's armor. Berserker only smashed Saber's armor. Saber created an opening to make Berserker take a large swing, and Saber charges in at top speed using all the energy she has left. A black howl surges out, but he can't retreat from Saber, who is right in front of him. She places both hands on the sword and slashes her berserker with all her might. Can't believe it. The giant that seemed to be rooted to the ground is smashed back a few meters by Saber's blow. And then... the true final attack is executed instantly. She must intend to fire from as close as possible. Zuka jumps out from the branch high and throws the jewels as she descends.
ノイ、あと随分
9, 8, 7!
スティルシーストエアセイサング
Steel Sheath and Saisung! Rain of Ice rolls down. In it, 3 giant icicles shaped like spears have enough magical energy concentrated to blow away a whole mansion.
ダメ避けなさいバーサーカー
Sakanasai Bazak, yeah, I was only watching, I did not screams. Must have realized how dangerous the attack is, but it's too late. Spear of Ice isn't just falling, it's accelerating to skewer Bazaka. There's no way he will be able to dodge it. Once the last time, but the shotgun of Ice is perfectly coordinated to Sable's natural attacks. More than enough energy to be able to kill Bazaka. But... he swings his axe sword through the air. Even as he's pushed back by Saber, he destroys the 3 blocks of ice with his quickly ready axe sword. Damn it. Flashes of blood. Perhaps because he's strong with only one arm, the ice is not completely destroyed and it lacerates his arm. Not only that, the ice refreezes on the giant's arm and stops his movement completely. But still, it only got one of its arms. Nani? Saber raises her voice. It's only natural. Because Bazaka's other arm has grabbed Tosaka's body as she descended onto him. Oh no, Tosaka's dying. Tosaka, don't die! Tosaka's face contorts in pain. Bazaka's power should be no problem for her to crush Tosaka. Tosaka, I run. Don't care if I'm only dragging her down. I don't care if I can't do anything. I will let him crush Tosaka. Rin, Saber does not have any power left his hand, but he still lifts her body. Tosaka must be in pain as she pushes off towards the painter. And then...
そんなことだろうと思ったわ。
it's just an illusion. She smiles and speaks boldly. Everyone gasps. Saber and I, even Bazaka must have frozen. She's horrible. She knew this was going to happen. You never told us about it. Taylor puts power to his grip, but it's a second too late. Tota! Cut off his arm! Cut off his arm! Bullets light a fire. 4 jewels are used. The rapid fire from point blank range kills the black man warrior for sure this time. No, it has splendidly, perfectly blown away his life. Okay, 1 life down, guys. Still got 6 more to go. Bazaka's head get blown off, blood spatters were at least 10 meters away. His spinal fluid, I can't even think that out of the blood, but I'm sure it was an overkill. He was a monster that Bazaka would have been crushed if he didn't blow off his head in a single blow. Some are running steps. Tosaka is still held by Bazaka, but the battle's over. Bazaka's face is still covered in white smoke. It must have been a huge explosion.
嘘。
Uso. She's looking over at the white smoke, dumbfounded. Hold on, is it just my imagination? Bazaka's fingers holding Tosaka are digging deeper into her. Tosaka is just staring at the white smoke, but it doesn't last long. A large cloud of white smoke fades away. It's Bazaka's face, though it was certainly blown away. Oh, Tsuka's had lost was caught by the demonic stare. Why is there such a funny image of random Tosaka plunging from a tree and branch chucking rocks at Bazaka? I can't. That is pretty funny. But that is all her attacks, right? Like, she just throws jewels at people. I'm guessing that's what she's... maybe that's what she's gonna do in Star Rail as well, though. Did we get her in Star Rail yet? Laughter echoes through the clearing. The Supermaster controlling Bazaka from the edge of the clearing is laughing.
見直したわり。まさか1回だけでもバーサーカーを殺すなんてね。
She got a magic jewel sword though? Not yet. Or does she have a magic jewel sword?
でも残念でした。バーサーカーはそれくらいじゃ消えないんだ。だってね、そいつは12回殺されなくちゃ死ねない体なんだから。12回殺される。
12回. Just figured out something important from Ilya's words. Tosaka's eyes are straight in faint regret.
そっか。神名が分かった時点で思い当たるべきだった。ヘラクレスって言ったらヒドラの弓なのに、持ってるのはただの岩だった。
ヒドラの弓。
だからこいつの宝具はものじゃないんだ。英雄ヘラクレスのシンボルはその、そう、肉体そのものがヘラクレスの宝具なのよ。あなたも知っているでしょ、ヘラクレスの12の難行を。 ギリシャの英雄ヘラクレスは己が罪を償うために12もの冒険を乗り越え、そのご褒美として不死になった。この意味あなたならわかるでしょ。
命のストック、蘇生魔術の重ねがけ。
ええ、だからそいつは簡単には死ねないの。かつて自分が乗り越えた分の試練は生き延びてしまう神々にかけられた不死の呪い。それが私のバーサーカーの宝具、ゴッドハンドなんだから。
God Hand. Honestly, like it sounds super OP when you first hear like Berserker's Noble Phantasm, but then you realize that like, you know, like in a lot of the other arcs, like even Gilgamesh basically just auto kills him in many different scenarios. I don't think there's an arc where Berserker even like gets pretty far, unfortunately. But yeah, when you first learn about it, you think like, oh, this is kind of OP.
わかった？バーサーカーは今ので死んでしまったけど、あと5つの命があるの。欲しかったわね、リー。今のが5倍の宝石だったら、バーサーカーは消えていたのに。
See, if you use 5 times the jewels, I can't hear Ilya too well. I see Saber run up the Berserker out of the corner of my eye.
リン、逃げて。
How can she run? She's being grabbed. Saber dashes to her. Cut off his arm. Berserker tries to tear out Berserker's fingers, but they won't even budge. Then...
いいよ、バーサーカー。そいつ潰しちゃえ。
Burning eyes glare at Tosaka. Tosaka's ditch. Tosaka screams. The giant's fingers dig as they scoop Tosaka's guts. What lies ahead is guts spilling out. The inescapable figure of her miserably crushed. How hasn't Berserker killed her yet? I run. I forget who I am or where I am. My mind is already burned out. Give us, give. Saseruka! Saber slashed at Berserker. Invisible sword is swung at Berserker's defenseless arm as if chopping a vegetable. Cut off his arm. There's no effect. The sword bounces back. Not only does it not hurt Berserker's arm, but it does not even loosen Berserker's grip on Berserker. Nani? Must be painful for her to even move. Saber swings at her sword desperately as blood spills around her mouth.
シロ。
Hold on, where's Archer? Archer died, bro. Her face freezes as she sees me run up to Berserker. Ditch. I smack my bow against his back. Smack my bow. That's not bad. Think nothing of me at all. My fingers are numb. What kind of a body does he have if I, the one doing the hitting, have my hands go numb?
逃げて、シロ。
I know, but I don't want to believe it. I raise my face and it's Saber's voice. Well, actually, he's technically not dead, right? Because Shiro is Archer, question mark. In that instant, my body flies through the air like a leaf. Oh, I dropped like a piece of trash. Berserker smacked me with a frozen sword. The bow I instantly blocked with it easily smashed and I'm thrown so far. Spoilers! Gah. Come on, Shiro, just become Archer. I arrived in pain. The breaking sound was not from the bow. One of my arms is bent like a spider. Lamar, breaking as I would smash my lungs up. Ugh. Can't be heard out from the block diameter, but it doesn't matter. Breathing will just make me pass out. I should then be breathing right now. Bro, what are you saying? I get up, become proud and tall. Right now I have to. It's true, Archer is kind of taller. How does he gain height? Question mark. It's my turn this time. I'll break his arm to save Tosaka. Once his eyes turn on the back of his head as he swings his sword, it's flinging away a bug. I can dodge it. I won't be hit by something solid with a frozen arm. Ha! Damn, my body is sinking. It must have stripped my leg. Damn it, don't break my leg when you haven't even hit it.
バカな。もういい。離れなさい、マスター。
I can't do that. I won't let Tosaka die. What do I need to save her? Whatever in a bit that would be good at my feet and the remains of the destroyed boar above me, a berserker sword coming down. I pick up a broken piece, descending sword. There's no time to think. I channel my magical energy into it. Easily succeed at stretching it, but my sword comes down. The broken pieces is totally smashed down. My body that should have dodged a blow collapses. So there's no meaning in such broken piece. If I'm to do it again, I have to do it from the very beginning. Nothing should be impossible if there is a model anyone can imitate. So I have to repeat the foundation, composition, work, experience, time, and Shiro isn't an adult, so you can grow taller. The giant turns. Must have decided to kill this annoying nuisance before Tosaka. Raising my body, I glare at the giant. I have no fear, my mind's already burned out. But behind me... Prepared even for her own elimination, Saber is determined to use her holy sword. Is that the only option? Don't use it. Wait, this mean the same thing? How are this different? It's not fair, guys. The choices here are like not substantially different from each other. Like it doesn't give me a hint as to like which one is the correct option here. What? This is nonsense, alright? The two options are literally the same. Either is ... is that the only option, or don't use it, question mark. That's the point. This is not the point. This is an unfair choice. It's not like I made the wrong choice. It's just like your choices are so vague. It doesn't like I'm just like guessing. Like what? Life is not Daijobu. Life is unfair. This is nonsense. This crappy game. What is this? I'm gonna say don't use it. Is that the only option? Don't use it. They're the same, right? Is that the only option? Don't use it. Don't use it. The wind unravels. Start to see the golden sword in Saber's hands. The one that must not be used. The sword I told not to use under any circumstances. I snap. It makes the last rope holding me snap. Scout now, Saber! My left hand is burning. One of the command spells disappears.
どうしてもうこれしかないではないですか、シロ。
I don't know. I don't know anything about that. All I know is that you'll disappear if you use that. I won't allow that, and I can't forgive myself for not being able to use the sword freely. He just wastes his command spell to tell her not to use it. Bro, he should use his command spell to tell her to use it, so that the command spell gives her the magical energy. This doesn't make any sense, guys. This doesn't make any sense. Saber falls to her knees. Just releasing the sword gets her like that. You can't use that sword in your condition. So wait, if you can't use the sword, I'll make one that you can use.
現実でかなわない相手なら想像の中で勝て。
Oh, but maybe if he uses his command, if he uses a command spell to do that, like the command spell's magical energy channels into him instead. Maybe that's how it
自
works.
身が勝てないのなら勝てるものを幻想しろ。
Genso Shiro. With that said, it's obvious. That's the only thing I can do. So make something that will not lose to anything. Always imagine the strongest, imagine the best imitation that will deceive everybody, even yourself. It's not difficult at all. It's not impossible. From the beginning, this body was a magic circle specialized for this purpose alone. I spring up. My whole body is burning and my left hand feels like it's on fire.
あの剣は私の。
Ken wa watashi no! Saber's voice is filled with blank amazement. She's staring at what I'm holding, which should not exist here. Does the sword have a will of its own? Whoa! Slash! Yo! I cut off his arm! Golden sword does not stop as it pulled toward it, slashes through the giant's arm. Totaka falls with the arm that was grabbing her, and the sword that cut through his arm shatters like glass. Oh, the sword one use only. Whoops. All the blood immune states. But there's no problem there. The sword broke. That is impossible. If I imitated the sword, it cannot be broken. It broke because it was not sufficient. My image of it fell short in the real sword. Imagine it again. Just keep imagining it. His eyes stare at me. The giant sword is swung to really kill me this time. I don't care about that. He's not my opponent. For Emiyashiro, there's only one opponent. The sword just now wasn't perfect. The unbreakable sword broke because there was a flaw in the assumptions. If I'm to duplicate it, I cannot only duplicate its shape, I must also produce the maker. Slash slash. I hear a gasp. In front of me is the axe sword swung like a storm and the defending sword that is being made. I don't know if I'm being desperate, but I'm blocking the attack with the sword in my hand. But that's none of my business. What I need to do now is make this real. There's a mistake as well. Emiyashiro is not made for fighting. Your fight is a mental fight, a fight within yourself. I know that without being told. What I must do is simple. Toe Kaishi. I concentrate. I'm challenging myself, no deviation or compromise is allowed. Oh. Random grunting noises. Let's go! Judging the concept of creation. How about saying the basic structure, duplicating the composition material, imitating the skill of its making, sympathizing with the experience of its growth, reproducing the accumulated years. This probably sounds a lot cooler in Japanese, guys. Excelling every manufacturing process. I'm exploding. Now I bind the illusion to make it a sword. Ken no Tsukau! Double sword! What? Did I just see double sword? Why am I dual wielding 2 Excaliburs? The giant howls. Holy. The sword blocks the numerous blows, smashing madly. But this is it. I'm tossed away. As soon as my consciousness returns, the sword must have left everything in my hands. I'm easily thrown away by the heck I was easily blocking until now. The senses in my arms are already gone. My wrist is about to revolve as I can see the red meat. Red meat. Red meat. Red meat sounds tasty. My legs won't move. All my muscles have stopped working. I can't stand up. I made a sword that surpasses Basaka, but that's all. So I'm only a maker. I cannot handle the sword. Come on, Saber, help me handle the sword. A shadow engulfs me. He must know who he needs to kill first now. Basaka pursues me like the wind and swings his sword. But the sword is deflected. And I stand there in blank amazement. I notice another hand over my head. The air shakes violently. Jan launches an attack with all his might to destroy everything. But just before that...
Shiro, Teo!
Tail! I hear a voice closer than anything. Give me your hands, Shiro. Yay! We hold the sword together. Basaka attacked me like a gust. Seba must have rushed me like a gale. Having rushed to me, Seba turns around and... The sword of rock breaks. A flash of the golden sword smashes the giant's axe while it slashes into the hard body and... Yo, the shape is similar, the ability must be similar as well. The golden sword digging deep into Basaka engulfs the giant's body from the inside. But that's only for an instant. The light disappears and silence returns to the forest. Ooh. Good shot. Strength departs from my body. The body that was so hot starts to cool down. The sword is disappearing from the tip. Oh, I watch it absentmindedly. We stand next to each other holding the same sword until it disappears completely. Wind blows through the forest clearing. Neither the howling that shook the ground nor the blows that cut the air remain on. The undefeatable giant became motionless and said so in a deep voice, gazing at the night that defeated him.
これはカリバーン。王を選定する岩の剣。永遠に失われた私の剣。
これはカリバーン。
ですが。
今のは貴様の剣ではなかろう。それはその男が作り上げた幻想に過ぎん。
Saber nods quietly.
所詮はまがいもの。二度とは存在せぬ剣だ。だが、しかし。
Basaka's chest splits open, slowly. From the wound made by the light, he crumbles away like sand.
その幻想も侮れぬ。よもやただの一撃で、この身を7度滅ぼすとはな。
7度滅ぼすとはな。He puts no emotion into his dying words. Matt Warrior follows the rule until the very end. His existence is puzzled as pain to the air. Yo! Excalibur! Actually, it was Caliburn. Basaka looking like... I feel dizzy. It must have the cause of using excessive energy. My blood ran while crushing my brain into too much oxygen. Thought that I have a headache, my head is splitting open. It's because the enemy has disappeared and the thing numbing my pain has disappeared. Season's headache come to make up for what has accumulated.
Shiro.
Guys, we did it! We defeat Berserker with our Caliburn thing. Saber's fault not collapsing body, but she can't have energy to spare to care for me.
いや、大丈夫だ。ところどころ骨が折れてるけど、命には別状はない。例の自然治癒も働いてるし、なんとかなる。
The healing thing is working, so we'll be fine.
何を言うのです。あれだけの投影魔術を使ったのですから、今は休息を取らないと。
休息を取らないと。いや、
けど。
There's someone I have to talk to first.
イリアスフィール
Saber prepares herself. Ilya staring at a place where Basaka used to be with empty eyes.
ちょうどいい。何のつもりかは知りませんが、追う手間が省けました。潔く、ここで。
ダメだセイバー。イリアには手を出さないでくれ。バーサーカーがいなくなったんならイリアは。
It's all Saber with my remaining strength. She must not realize we're here. Staring at the ground, Ilya murmurs.
嘘。バーサーカー死んじゃったの。
Shinjatano! She sounds like an abandoned child.
イリア
Yulia. Her chin saber in my hand and quietly called out to her. She must have not noticed me from that. Ilya suddenly raises his head and... She's just gonna cry! Falls to the ground like a doll being switched off. Nani. I don't know what's going on, I just stared at the girl on the ground. Rin! Rin is alive! As it replaces, Tosaka gets up. Tosaka's hand disappears as if she's finally free. You got your ribs crushed, Tosaka? I must relax seeing Tosaka's safety. I feel like I'm about to fade, but I can't whine like that, even though we difficult Basaka was still in the forest. Push our wounded bodies to get out of this forest now. I guess they take Ilya's view back home with them. Look at the dawning sky, the town is far away, I cannot find any uninjured allies or any place on my body that's not hurt. Still, we made it in the morning, the night I was prepared not to live through after driving out the greatest enemy to leave the winter forest. Yo, we did it, guys! We survived! We picked the right one, so don't use it. Woo! Fate 12 interval level 4. Let's do a quick save to make sure that we get first playthrough. Damn son. The sky is thin. Is it dawn or dusk? As I am watching from outside, I cannot tell. A vast sky and a high field. Sky that seems unreachable even with arms outstretched. And clouds that do seem reachable with arms outstretched. This is the battle she once went through. There are no cavalry or alongside. The grassland, once golden as far as the eye could see, is gone. Under the dark grey sky, the only thing stretching out is the remains of the battle which she is well accustomed to. There's no emotion for her, such scenes must have been ordinary. There's nothing left in her lonely heart. Leaning on her golden sword, she breathes deeply once and slowly relaxes her shoulders. The battle is over. After glancing at the bodies of defeated soldiers, she returns to her camp. That was the battle she experienced. The calm attitude is the same as now. No matter what trouble she's in, she's just as I know her. And in that way, I see the dream of a king. From the moment she drew the sword from the stone, she was not human. After becoming a feudal lord like her father, she became a king of many knights. She was called King Arthur or Arturia, the girl who had tried to become knight and had a life turnaround. She acted like the son of the king. That is because the one to govern many territories and control the knights had to be male. The only ones who knew that the king was just a girl were her father and the mages. She literally covered herself in steel and sealed the truth for all her life. Of course, it's not like no one was suspicious of her, but the king of knights with the holy sword would not suffer wounds nor age. Excalibur bears the protection of the fairies, making his possessor immortal. Therefore, nobody questioned the knight's small body, and the face that seemed like that of a girl became honored by the knights as a good-looking king. Of course, such things were not a problem. The king was truly invincible. There was no room for body size nor looks to enter into it. People living in fear of savage invasion but a strong king and knights of the battlefield would only follow an excellent commander. The king met all of these criteria, and so no one questioned who the king was. Doesn't matter. Is this how they explain it in lore to retcon the fact that King Arthur was actually a female? Is that how they did it? I guess people used to be blind back then? Yeah, right? The only point is that it must function as the king to protect the country. The new king was fair and selfless, always stood in front of the army, defeating enemies on the battlefield. Many enemies and many people died, but the king's choice was always correct, and she served as the king better than anyone else. There was no doubt and no need for doubt when the king was right. Knowing no loss on the battlefield, her army reconstructed the now lost cavalry and literally ran through the battlefield, defeating foreign infantries and crashing through numerous ramparts. But she always in front of the army because the country was behind her. She had to discard many people to join battle. As long as she joined battle, she had to defeat all her enemies. It was normal practice to meet military by sucking everything out of the local village for the battle to protect the country. In that regard, there could not be any knights that killed more people than her. I do not know if she ever found that burden. That's not something I can tell from a dream. But there's no doubt in her figure running through the battlefield. She does not even narrow her eyes in grief when she sits on the throne. King is not human. One cannot protect people with human emotions. She kept the oath strictly. She settled every problem and worked hard in government affairs. She balanced the count without any deviation and punished people without a single mistake. After ending another battle and victory, commanding people without discarding and punishing hundreds of criminals, King Arthur does not understand human feelings. And that close to her murmured, Perhaps everyone felt that way. The more perfect she became as a king, the more they questioned her as a ruler. A person without human emotion cannot rule over others. Several reputable knights left Camelot, but the king took it as a natural event and accepted it as part of the process of government. Thus, the fair king honored by her knights, isolated for herself. But such trivial things are no concern to a king. Her mind will not change even if she is abandoned, feared, or betrayed. There's no right or wrong. She abandoned her emotion from the moment she decided to pull out the sword. In that way, her final battle began. The battle at Bardon Hill ended in complete victory, and because of overwhelming results, the savages sought a reconciliation. Country that would have just awaited destruction earned a brief period of peace. The chaos that demanded absolute hero ended. Britons finally returning to the country she had dreamed of. King of the Britons! Also, who changed her diaper when she was a kid? People surely would have known. I'm guessing. I think she became king after she was a kid, right? They did say like only her dad and the mages knew or something, so they probably changed her diapers. The scenes start to fade away. Somehow I realized I'm waking up and the dream is ending. I will lose consciousness and wake up soon. But before that, something really annoys me. She's stupid. Certainly, she must have been strong and good at fighting. Doesn't mean she's well suited for it. Angry at the people around her. If she didn't notice it, someone else around her had to tell her. She'd keep making the same mistake forever. Okay, so people, why did none of her tell him the truth? Oh my gosh, why nobody tell you the truth? Why? I wake up. We escaped Ada's brother came back to his house yesterday afternoon. I went back to the room saying that the wound in stomach was hurting, so I wanted to go sleep, so my head was still around. Must have been because I carried something heavy all the way here. When I got to my room, I couldn't even get back up. The table was the only one hurt, so I managed to sleep. I would keep watch over the house and...
半日眠ってたわけか。さすがに頭痛は収まってるな。
I'm relieved. I think Berserker headache started when I duplicated Saber Sword was terrible. The headache continued my head would have been broken before my body did. Mate. Huh? Saber is sitting Japanese style beside my futon.
なんだよ。朝から新規臭い顔して。俺が眠ってる間に何かあったのか？
いいえ。ただ夢を見てしまったもので。いえ、何でもありません。それより朝食にしましょう、シロ。もう起きる時間です。
起きる時間です。Tsubaka-san leaves the room quietly. Question mark? I don't know why Saber's acting so weird. I don't know, but...
枕元に正座してたってことは、看病しててくれたのかな？
看病してて。So I think so I recall that scene.
何考えてんだ？
何考えてんだ? Took my hand, toss out my head. The lightsaber and I touched one another because I am her master. I have to think like that, or I won't be able to look at her properly.
平常心。
平常心。
帰ってくるときはいつも通りだったじゃないか。
Acting normal on the way home.
それでいいんだ。
それで。I was too tired today, but stay calm anyways. First of all, Saber will be trying to act like this.
とにかく落ち着いて朝飯作らないと。
Take a deep breath and stop changing. It's 9 in the morning. Saber must be really hungry as we haven't eaten since yesterday afternoon. I guess you can't call it morning since it's past 9 because we Saber I'll make a fairly large meal.
シロ、今朝は私とあなただけですが、リンを起こさなくていいのですか？
ああ、みんなまだ寝てるんだろ。昨日が昨日だし、無理に起こすこともない。飯は作っておけば勝手に食べるだろうし。
そうですか。それでは早めに支度をしてもらえると助かります。もうこんな時間になってしまいましたから。
分かってる。体の調子もいいし、食べ終わったら道場に行こう。
道場に行こう。
え、道場に行くとは、まだ私と剣の鍛錬を続けるのですか？
なんで？日課じゃないか、あれ。どうしたセイバー？なんか変なこと言ったか、俺。
あ、いえ、もう鍛錬はしないのだろうと勝手に思い込んでいました。バーサーカーが倒れた今、シローがそこまで必死になる理由はなくなったのではないかと。
そっか。言われてみればそうかもしれない。
Common enemy is now gone. Copy the cards we were targeted by enemies superior to us. How we change as well.
でも鍛錬は続けるぞ。俺はまだ半人前だし、セイバーは剣を持つと本音を出すからな。その方が俺も話してて楽だ。
Well, I say it's a help, I mean it's fun.
はあ、道場での私は本音を出しているのでしょうか。
07 Basaka.
出してるよ。
07 Archer.
少なくとも気兼ねはしてないだろう。
You'll be forever a potential man.
俺もその方が楽だし、セイバーも肩の力が抜けていいんじゃないか。ともかく午前中はセイバーと剣を合わせるのが日課なんだ。数少ない俺の楽しみを取らないでくれ。
Archer gets to aura farm later, so it's okay. Take the ground beam and port mushroom and then X. Although it probably would have been better for them to like ally with Ilia's Pio, let Basaka kill off all of the other servants, then kill off Basaka. Right? It'll be the easiest way. Or even if Basaka can't kill off all the other servants, like use Basaka to like wear down all the other servants at least. Ilia can't be reasoned with. Maybe, but she can't be manipulated, right? Because she's still a kid. So I think there's definitely like a way that to like manipulate Ilia to like use Basaka. I don't know, is she dumb? I don't think she's dumb, but because she's a kid, she has like very straightforward like goals, right? It should be easy to manipulate as long as you get on her good side. Like she basically like completely believed Shiro when Shiro said like Rin ran away. Like she had no idea Rin was around. So if Shiro just like said, bro talking casual manipulating. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying that it would make it easier if they were allied with Ilia and then like have Basaka like destroy all the other servants, then fight Basaka. That would be a lot more efficient. So I'm saying, but SMH my head, shake my head. I also need breadcrumbs, alcohol, settled oil, and.
はあ、そういうことでしたら、私も反論はありませんが。
Question mark. Saber murmured something in the living room. Also, I'm already in the kitchen, so I unfortunately couldn't hear her. By the way, the said child literally used the 4-letter R word just now, so I don't know. I have no qualms. I have no qualms. This child's morality is already much in question, so. She did? Yeah, she did. She was like, Basaka, you can go ahead and either kill or 4-letter R word Shiro and Rin. And I'm like, yeah, that's not something a child should say. Although in the Japanese, she does say mote asobo, which means to toy with or to play with, rather than like she uses like the kid language of it in the Japanese, but the English here translated it directly as the 4-letter R word. She needs to be disciplined. She needs to be put down. Is what she needs to be. I mix onion, breadcrumbs, alcohol, egg, chopped into beef and pork. Is it even an accurate translation? I think there's probably it's like a implied kind of thing, right? Like you use mote asobo, right? Like you would say mote asobo, like here you give a child a thing and then like, you know, play around with this toy, right? But she's talking to Basaka as he's saying this, right? So if you're talking to Basaka and like Basaka, you're saying, okay, go ahead and play with this. Yeah, you know, there's an insinuation there that it's not quite a child playing with their toys and their toy train. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's not a literal translation, but I think it's probably a fair implied translation there. But I think it's also like they specifically use that word in Japanese because Ilia is a kid, so she would use like more kiddish words, I guess. But yeah, I don't know the Japanese word the direct Japanese translation of that 4-letter R word, but it's probably not well used. It's also probably not like well used on its own form. They probably also use like other words to mean that instead.
Lin, 目が覚めたのですか?
I can hear Saber's voice from the living room.
遠坂
Turn around while cooking.
おはよう。ごめん、牛乳飲ませて、シロ。
牛乳飲ませて。Tosaka's on unhappy face and takes some milk out of the refrigerator. Huh?
寝すぎて頭痛い。ってあれ？何？朝から凝ってるじゃない。
凝ってるじゃない。But the bad move from a while ago. Ice cream as soon as she turns to me.
へえ、美味しそう。ちょうどお腹も減ってたし、助かったわ。
助かったわ。You're the one that benefits, not me. So if you want my father's jet, but someone that benefits, someone must lose.
前から思ってたんだが、お前割と目ざといよな。
Not Japanese style breakfast, those like our fake Japanese. Well, I think Shiro prepared a lot of food, so I guess that still counts. I would be happy no matter what cuisine if you prepare a bunch of food, right?
人並みに目端が利くだけよ。それじゃあ私の分もよろしくね。
Tosaka returns to the living room with a glass of milk. She takes position at the table. No, should I say she's relaxing or acting like royalty?
だらけていますね、リン。
Alright, way to go, Saber. She's good at saying difficult things, but Tosaka weighs off Saber's criticism and Daisy says she doesn't care.
そりゃだらけもするわよ。バーサーカーがいなくなった今、あとはキャスターとランサーとアサシンでしょ。バーサーカーに比べたら大した敵じゃないし、今のセーバーなら余裕で撃退できるじゃない。
それはわかりません。ランサーもアサシンも一筋縄で行く相手ではない。キャスターに至ってはまだ出会ってもいないではないですか。
謙遜謙遜。アーサー王の手にかかっちゃそんじゃそこらの英霊なんて10羽一からげでしょ。
Casta's gonna be a huge pain. Yeah, Casta, like, I think counters Saber, right? In the class counter table. I'm pretty sure Casta, like, counters Saber.
今までは魔力不足で嘆いてたけど、それも解決したし。今のセイバーに対抗できるサーバントなんて一人もいないわ。
Saber's magic resistance, no? I think only up to a certain level. Casta, I think his magic is a much higher tier. So if you're not even doing magic, you do sorcery. Yeah, exactly. Casta like can do like some really crazy stuff. I think the caster in this one has like Rule Breaker or something, and then like if she just pokes you with Rule Breaker, like you become her servant. Like it's just like, huh? Like it doesn't even make sense. Like it's kind of broken. Saber narrows her eyes at Tosaka's words. I feel the same way. The thing Tosaka just said can't be ignored lightly.
遠坂、お前セイバーが誰かって気づいてたのか。
うすうすね。確信が持てたのは昨日よ。あれだけの政権を扱える英雄なんて一人しかいないもの。まあ伝説のアーサー王が女の子っていうのには驚いたけど、目の前にいるんじゃ信じるしかないじゃない。
Even more broken than 12 lives.
それに伝説なんて都合よく改ざんされたものでしょ。セイバーが隠したのか周囲が隠したのか知らないけど、確かに中世の王様が女の子ってのは都合が悪いものね。そりゃ誰が何と言おうと男として扱うわよ。
Tosaka same tone of voice as always. Was King Arthur actually a female? Was gender bending King Arthur simply a marketing decision? David doesn't seem to care much either. She rather seems to be agreeing. Meanwhile, Gil is just a hoarder. True. Gil is also the currency used in Final Fantasy, by the way. So she has clearly admitted that's true. A hero related to swords was chosen for a serpent saber. From that perspective, you're certainly the best saber there could be. Great hero of England, bearer of the holy sword that everybody even this distant country have heard of. I wonder how England's doing in the World Cup. Saber, how do you think your country is doing in the World Cup right now? I think England's actually doing pretty well right now. I wonder if Shiro can copy all of Gilgamesh weapons. Only if he has seen them though, and I don't think he's seen all of them. Also, interesting FF lore. Yeah, it is. Gil is a currency in Final Fantasy. You pay everything in like 5,000 gil, 300 gil. I don't know why it's called gil actually. It's very interesting. End of the legend of King Arthur ends with King's death. No, they are still human even though they are heroes. It's only natural for their last moment to end in death, but no hero dies normally. King Arthur was no exception. I remember the end of King Arthur was in a war, the Great Battle of Camlan. Camlan? Camlan? Camlan. I should say Camlan. Camlan? How do you Battle of Camlan? How to pronounce? How to pronounce? Camlan. Okay, Camlan. Camlan. Gil spawns the weapons out of portals so Shiro can see them. Camlan. Yeah, Camlan. Camlan. Having unified Britain with no outside enemies, the defeat King Arthur faced an unexpected enemy in the end. Internally, her own army that she protected, because of betrayal by the ones she trusted, King Arthur was attacked by the knights she fought with, and the king had to defeat them. King Arthur succeeded in defeating the enemy leader, but took a fatal wound in the process and entrusted her only surviving knight, Sir Bedivere, the return of the Holy Sword. Go past this bloody battlefield and in the hill. There should be a lake there. Throw the sword into the lake. Bedivere could not follow the order. Fearing the loss of the sword, Bedivere gave a false report at the first and second time, saying he had thrown the sword into the lake. Every time King Arthur would order Bedivere to throw the sword away, and the order was followed on the third trip. And it said that King Arthur died after ascertaining that the Holy Sword had been returned.
それよりシロ、あんたこれからどうする気よ。
Tosaka suddenly glares at me.
どうするって何をだよ。
だから和室で寝てる物騒な子供のことよ。放っておけって言ったのに、ここまで連れてきたのはあんたじゃない。
Oh no, we bought Elias View, guys.
それについては私も言いたい。バーサーカーを失ったとはいえ、イリアスフィールは危険なマスターだ。それを保護するなど、シロはどうかしています。
See, why you protecting Elias View?
そうそう。あんなのは綺麗に預けちまえばいいのよ。
Two justice a good time and glad me together. That's right. Ilya painted after Bazaka disappeared. Ilya is not really one of the waifus. He's just their adopted child, I guess. Because it's supposed to be. It's not just a harem. It's like a new family, right? Like you have the mom and the dad, and then like the love interest, and then you have the little kid. Couldn't just even be the show no sign of waking outside about her here. And Ilya's maid's concerned. True, she also has maids. Let's just employ the maids as well so that they can cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner for us. Ilya wants to be a waifu, something wrong with her. She's definitely the kid though in this family arrangement. Master loses someone has to run away or go to the church for protection before they killed by other masters. So like says we should let Kotomine take care of her, but I'm letting her sleep in the room here since I don't think he will take very good care of her.
シロ、
Lamal,
あなたの考えは立派ですが、
not a
イ
bad
リア
thought.
スフィールに関わるのは危険です。今ならまだ間に合う。早々に教会に預けるか、その令状を剥奪するべきだ。
Actually, can he like steal some of Elias Vio's command spells? Because he used like 2 command spells already, so like he doesn't have the final one. Can you just like grab Elias Vio's command spells as refund? Saber glad at me. She's serious. Convincing her will be really difficult.
なんだよ。だってほっとくわけにはいかないだろう。イリアはまだ子供なんだし、様子もおかしかった。琴峰に預けるのはなんかかわいそうだし。
かわいそうだし。
かわいそう。あんたね、あの子にあんな目に遭わされてまだそんな寝ぼけたこと言うわけ？
同感です。シローはイリアスフィールに感情移入しすぎています。彼女は何度もシローを殺そうとしたではないですか。
She tried to kill you many times. Actually, she killed me twice. Actually, Ilias killed me twice. So, yes, we should kill her. Yes, we should definitely kill her twice over, at least. This family needs a psychologist. Two are even more united now. I can't even let him talk me out of it.
確かにイリアは敵だった。けど、あいつに邪気はなかった。ちゃんと言いつけてやるやつがいれば、イリアはもうあんなことはしない。それに、一番初めに言ったはずだ。俺はマスターを殺すために戦うんじゃない。戦いを終わらせるために戦うだけだって。
それは分かってはいますが。
Saber doesn't give, but the voice softens, but...
そう。それじゃあイリアスフィールのしたことを全部許すっていうの？言っとくけど、あの子は私たち以外のマスターも襲っている。もしかしたらもう何人かマスターを殺しているかもしれない。それでもあなたは助けてやるっていうのね。
Well, but she didn't kill any of the other masters, right? Because they're also in existence.
それは。
それはそうかも。She killed Shinji. Oh wait, she did kill Shinji. That's true. She did kill Shinji. But that was kind of like after Ryder already died, so I guess that's fine. Shinji accused Ryder to kill. Also, Shinji was a total D. So like, I'm fine with him dying. Shinji was trying to kill students at school, so the intentional master, I guess his death couldn't be helped. Still, Shinji's a friend I've known for years, and thinking about his sister Sakura, I can't forgive everything Ilya did. Shinji's death was so forgettable, true. And so well deserved. Well deserved death.
自分のしたことを悔やめるようになるのなら、俺は助けるべきだと思う。
Although I think he doesn't die as that early, right? In the other arcs. I don't remember if he still dies in the Unlimited Blade Works arc, but I know at least in Heaven's Feel he dies a little later. Ida is a master. If she can regret what she did, I think we should save her.
そうね。それは正しい。
He stays to the very end in Heaven's Field. Very end, really? Or pretty close? I mean, very end, very close to before the climax, right? I guess, yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah. It's right before the climax. Because there's like the one super disturbing scene, but then like, he gets his just desserts.
けどシロー、私はアーチャーのことを帳消しにする気はないの。私のアーチャーはあいつに殺されたんだから。
Poor Archer. We freeze looking at each other, and...
何よ。サーバントなんて最後にはみんな消えちゃうじゃない。そんなこと気にしてるなんて。マスター失格ね、リン。
Alright, Ilya, you shouldn't be talking like this. You literally saved your life. Now be thankful, little kiddo. Go under the discussion that you should be asleep appears.
イリアスフィール。
イリアスフィール。
待ちなさい。あなたたちに用はないわ。戦う気もないから、そんなに切り立たないでくれない？ほんと、同じレディーとして恥ずかしいわ。私よりずっと年上なのに、たしなみってものがないんだから。
たじなみ？ Ilya shrugs her shoulders to show her shock.
なんですって？
なんですって？ The joint なんですって？ That's not true. Tosaka is younger. Really? I think he's just making fun of them. She's just making fun of them. Saber and Tosaka get mad together. They're scary in a different sense.
まあ、それも怒らないであげる。 今はあなたたちに構ってる場合じゃないもの。
Let me actually saying that Ilya returned to me. This is an illusion. Genso na no ka?
エリア
Ilya.
礼を言います、セイバーのマスター。敵であった我が身まで気遣うその心遣い、心より感謝いたしますわ。
I stare at Ilya in surprise. Saber is silent as well, so she might not expect it either. Tosaka is drinking but looking at Ilya suspiciously. And then, Ilya gives her a huge smile and gives me a hug.
なんてね。やっぱりシロはお兄ちゃんだ。
She comes straight for me and hugs my neck. Oh no, I'm being attacked. Help. I'm being attacked by a little girl. I choke at a surprise attack.
何者。
Tosaka is choking on the milk she's drinking. Saber gets mad but keeps a straight face.
離れなさい、この無礼者。
この無礼者。無礼者。Foreshadowing, Saber runs to me, but Ilya spins around behind me, using my neck as a fulcrum. What?
無礼者はどっちよ。サーバントのくせに私に意見しようなんて100年早いわ。
あなたに従う義務もなければ意思もありません。減らず口を言う暇があるなら今すぐ城から離れなさい。
そんなの聞かないよーだ。ねえシロ、昨日みたいにしよう。あれ本部って言うんだよね。
Peeky back right? What? Ilya twirls and twirls. Oh no, she's flying everywhere. Saber goes to try and catch her. What's this little kid doing? This is bad. Mazuiwa, this is really bad. The two stare down doesn't end. It must be because she's watching from a distance. Tosaka wise and realizes nothing is happening.
どうでもいいんだけどね、二人とも。そのままだとそいつ死ぬわよ。
To look at my face in surprise. Yes, my neck is being choked at my left interior. I'm in a real pinch right now. Shiro dies. GG, well played. Shiro dies after being suffocated by random girls. The hamburger I was baking is in the refrigerator right now. Tosaka is a quiet one. It seems that she's making a poker face trying to see how things turn out. Well, who knows what she's thinking on the inside.
何シロ。
Ilya is sitting next to me and she's in a good mood for some reason. She's looking around the living room curiously, but it seems like Tosaka and Saber are none of her concern. Probably wouldn't listen even if they talked to her. Hardest one to deal with is Saber, who's glaring restlessly at me and Ilya. Being restless and uneasy is totally unlike her. Because of her, I feel like I'm sitting on a cushion full of needles, so I can't let things stay like this. I don't know who I'll count it, but I have to make up my mind and escape the current
話をつ
situation.
けよう。いつまでもこうしてちゃ昼になっちまう。
そうね。結論は決まっているし、問題は早めに片付けた方がいいわ。そうでしょ、セイバー。
そうですね。私とリンの意見は同じですから。あとはシローに納得してもらうだけですが。
Oh. Saber's ready to fight it out to the very end. Well, I guess he can't be helped since Ilya was the most difficult enemy for Saber.
ねえシロ、リンとセイバーは何を話したがってるの？
いや、そのイリアをどうするかっていう話なんだが、イリアはサーバントを亡くしただろ。だからこの後どうしたものかなって。
I'm gonna highly doubt that we get a choice to kill her, right? So.
そんなの決まってるでしょ。教会に保護させるか、森の城に追い返すのよ。どちらにしたってここにいさせる選択肢はないからね。
You can't take command spells without cutting off their arms. Alright, let's cut off her arm! Give me the command spell!
シロもそう思ってるの？
It's alright, we'll have Inefa make you an arm just like she did for Yahoda. Question mark. Meaty! The command spells though, I'll need it. I need it! I need to refund. I need refund. Ilya looked at me with emotionless eyes. I know you mean? Oh yeah, you're right. I know means the arm. Sorry, not in a no. I meant more like just like Yahoda. Yahoda. Protect Ilya and trust her to the church. Oh, I can actually entrust her to the church. Does this actually matter? I think like following the anime path, like I have to protect her. I can't entrust her to the church. I think because like knowing that like Kirei Kotomine is also like one of the technical masters, like bringing her to the church might get her killed or something. So I probably want to protect Ilya here. I think right now, Saber and Rin don't actually know that Kotomine is also like he's cheating, he's also like a master of, I think he's Lancer's master, so. To protect her, I have to follow the anime. All the choices that follow the anime are correct, so. Kirisu agrees to say that girls should be protected and most of all, don't want to let that child suffer. Kotomine is too cool.
イリアはここにいるべきだと思う。聖杯戦争は終わってないんだ。残りのマスターと決着がつくまで、イリアはうちでかくまいたい。
シローがそう言うんなら、私もここにいてあげるね。
Face palmed by
イリア、苦しいって。
But Ilya doesn't actually help us in the subsequent war, which I think is a bit unfortunate. Like if Ilya was actually like doing stuff as well and helping us out, then I feel like that would have boded better, I think, for her case. But I don't think throughout the rest of the anime she really does much after this segment. Maybe she does something in the
何よ、
in
さっ
this
きから邪魔ばっかり
the
して。
end.
あなた、私に恨みでもあるの？
当然でしょう。その身がシローに何をしたか私は忘れることなどない。シローもシローです。イリアスフィールをかくまうなど百害あって一理なしとわからないのですか。
なんでだよ。イリアにはもうサーバントはいないんだから、危険ってことはないだろう。マスターじゃなくなったんだから。それより下手に放り出して襲われたらどうするんだ。イリアの命だって危ないし、他のマスターに力をつけさせることになるぞ。
The another master will gain power.
それはそうですが。
And Kotomine is a master.
しかし。
Whatever she means is about what doesn't say Ilya will be tied by other masters, she was left alone.
じゃあ次はこっちの番ね。セイバーを陥落したところ悪いけど、私はまだ説得されてないわ。いいシロ。そいつはまだマスターなのよ。サーバントを失っても、レイジュがある限り、マスターはマスターだって教えたでしょ。
Then we cut off her arm! Drinking tea gracefully, Tosaka interrupts the conversation.
ね。おい、それどういう意味だよ、トサカ。
どういう意味だよ、トサカ。
だから、レイジュさえ残っていれば、サーバントとは何人でも契約できるのよ。主のいないはぐれサーバントがいて、かつマスターにそのはぐれサーバントを許容できるキャパシティさえあれば、何人とだって契約はできるわ。
Would Gilgamesh be a stray servant? Since Gilgamesh, like we actually did see Gilgamesh somewhere in this, in the maybe it was the prologue, right? So Gilgamesh would be one of the stray servants, right? Around. It would be interesting if Elias gets Gilgamesh as a servant.
なんだよそれ。じゃあ優れたマスターなら何人でもサーバントと契約できるってことか。
何人でもってわけじゃないわ。聖杯の力で呼び出せる英霊は7人が限度だから、最大でも7人ね。
But what was Gil a stray servant? I'm actually not sure what he's considered as, because we actually do see Gilgamesh in the prologue, right? But I know in Unlimited Blade Works, I think Gilgamesh... No, I think even in UBW, Gilgamesh is like not like a... Like, he's still around, but he's not like he's not one of the summoned servants. He was just left over, I guess, from the previous Grail War or something. I don't entirely remember what was the explanation. But Gilgamesh is around, like he exists right now in this like time space. He's like literally anti-servant. That's his whole personality. No, but he was the mongrel, yeah, but he was like he in the previous Guild War, like he was summoned as archer, right? He was literally summoned as archer. So and then like he betrayed his own master and all sorts of stuff. So that's why he didn't really act like a servant. He betrayed his master and sort of became his own thing. But he's sort of like how did he keep his energy reserves up? I think Kotomine kept him alive. Yeah. I think Kirei Kotomine kept him alive. And it might have been that, and I think maybe there was something with the Holy Grail that he managed to grab, even though he got exploded. But but he's definitely around. I don't know how they're gonna explain it, but like we saw him in the prologue of this game, so Gilgamesh does exist, and I guess by extension other stray servants could exist as well. But like other heroic spirits could be. But you're probably right that he probably wouldn't form a contract with Helios Bio because he's there's just no way that's gonna work. He's never gonna follow a little kiddo, right? So but that would be interesting though. I want to see if they explore the stray servant thing a little bit more. 'Cause I don't think that gets touched on too much in the anime.
もっともどんなに優れた魔術師だって複数のサーバントを具現化させる魔力なんてないわ。あるとしてもその場合は10の魔力を5に分けて2人のサーバントを刺激することになる。そうなるとサーバントの能力は下がるから複数のサーバントと契約する旨味はないけどね。
I see. It's more efficient to choose one servant than to split your magical energy between two servants. Okay.
そういえば前に言ってたっけ、サーバントってマスターを変えられるって。あれってこのことだったんだな。
あら、珍しく勘がいいじゃない。シローの言う通り、サーバントがマスターを変えるっていうのはそういうことよ。マスターを失ったサーバントは消えるまでいくらか猶予がある。で、その間に他にサーバントを欲しがっているマスターを探して契約すれば元通りってわけ。
だからリンに気を許しちゃダメよシロー。そいつだってまだマスターなんだから。シローを殺してセイバーを奪うかもしれないし、まだ生きてるサーバントと再契約するかもしれないわ。
Oh, lol, Helios Bio.
そう。それはあんたにそっくりお返しするわ、イリア。
そんなことないもん。私、他のサーバントとなんて組まない。イリアのサーバントはずっとバーサーカーだけなんだから。
Hang on, here's Ilya moments. I can understand why the two gasped. I don't know what kind of relationship Ilya and Basaka had. I can tell that for Ilya, Servant was special. Surprised and a pleasant one. Ilya's cool as a master, but she still valued her partner.
あ、でもシローが負けちゃったらセイバーは私がもらうわ。私はシロー以外のマスターが勝つのは認めない。でももしシローが負けちゃったら私が代わりに勝ってあげるんだから。
Ilya says so to Saber and Tozaka.
バカなことは言わないでほしい。私はシローのサーバントです。あなたのサーバントになるつもりはありません。
So she becomes backup in this route.
別にそれでも構わないわ。
Isn't there like a Fate Prisma Ilya or something? Does Ilya show up? Fate Collide Prisma Ilya? Does Ilya show up in that anime? I've never watched that one
私は
though.
シローに勝ってもらえればそれでいい。私が勝つのもセイバーがシローを守ってくれるのもどうせ最後は同じだもの。
I haven't watched that yet. Ilya says things in such a strange way. Well, she wants me to wait, but why would she want that? Question mark. Nara. Tozaka must have found it strange to just think.
私は構います。ともかく私は認めません。
認めません。
リン、あなたからもシローに忠告してください。
ごめんなさい。聞いてなかったわ。もう一度言って、セイバ。
Nara? Vanarana? Nara? Golden Nara?
ですからイリアスフィールをここにかくまうのは反対だということです。
You're objecting to protecting Ilyasville here.
ああ、それいいんじゃない？別にかくまうぐらいなら。
は？
Huh? Saber freezes. I'm surprised as well, so it's natural for the protesting saber to freeze.
リン、あなた正気ですか？
Shoki desu ka? Yes, she said the word shoki ka. Shoki desu ka? Shoki.
ええ、冷静に考えてみればリスクはどっちも同じなのよ。イリアを一人にするのもここでかくまうのも教会に預けるのも変わらない。いえ、むしろイリア目当てでマスターが来てくれた方が助かるわ。今のセーバーなら他のサーバントが束になっても負けっこない。
Shoki. Yep,
聖杯
exactly.
戦争を終わらせるならその方が手っ取り早いし、それはあなただって望むところでしょ、セイバー。ま、あなたが他のサーバントに負けるって言うんなら話は変わるけど。
It's what you say when you're trying to say like, are you crazy? But you go, Shoki desu ka? Shoki. Shoki ka? Anata. Shoki ka? Also, I was like, if you rewatch the I was rewatching the this is completely unrelated, but I was rewatching the True Moon cutscene where like the traveler basically says to Dottore like the moon doesn't belong to you. And in the Japanese the line is for ether the line is Tsuki wa kimi no mono janai. And then you know, the little, what's his name, Luonotar appears, and then like Columbina gets summoned. And then if you're playing as Lumine, the line is Tsuki wa anata no mono janai. So I thought that was interesting. Anyway, and I think like the Lumine line is in certain ways cooler, but like they made Ether a bit more rude, I guess. I just thought that was interesting. Cause I bet in the English it's the same. They say the exact same line. Rude, how so? In Japanese, when you say like kimi, it's like it's a more casual way of saying you. Anata is generally a more respectful way of saying you, because they're different like levels. So like when Ether like has like no respect for Dottore, right? So he goes like kimi no mono janai. But Lumine actually says anata no mono janai. Tsuki wa anata no mono janai. I don't know, you could look it up in EN. I'm gonna have to go back to like, I need to find the exact spot where it is. Let's see, True Moon Act, Welkin Moon's Homecoming. Actually Descending Moon. Moon is not yours. New moon shines upon you, blah blah blah. It's in the cutscene. It's pointless to fight on, you've already lost. And then Sandorone says... Okay, so in the English it says, the moon will never be yours. Which I think is kind of, I don't know, the English is kind of lame, but okay. The moon will never be yours, right? It's what the traveler says in that line. And then Luonotar appears at traveler's side, the world formula reaches 100%. Bruh. What do you mean by bruh? Is there gender differences? No, there's no difference. There's no difference. In the English, for Lumine and Ether, they both say the moon will never be yours. I don't know how they say it though. They always although the only cutscene that's posted on YouTube, I think, is the Ether version. But it looks like there's no difference here by the wiki. Usually when there's a difference, like they will say like there'll be a slash that say he, him, her, or whatever. In this case, there isn't one. So it's just what the same line for both the English. I would look up a video if I could. Yeah, I guess you would have to find like the. I think we can definitely say for the main English one, the Ether one. Let me see if I can find like a Descending Moon cutscene. EN, I guess. Maybe it's this one. So the moon falls. Yeah, so this one is the. Let me timestamp this actually. So this is right after the moon starts falling again, after it crashes through the. And then this one is Ether version, and it says the moon will never be yours. So let me see if I can find a Lumine version in English, because my version is the Japanese version, where it's different. Lumine version. Oh, there's one for Lumine version. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I think this one will work. It's a bit longer, so I need to timestamp this. Yeah. Okay, the moon breaks. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. So copy your time, and this is the Lumine version. Slightly different quality and stuff, but. Yeah, they both say the moon will never be yours. But then if you look at the Japanese, I can show the Japanese version. They both say the same line in the English, but in the Japanese it's clearly different. So it's interesting that they translate the same thing like different ways, depending whether you're Ether or Lumine. So that's actually pretty cool. Let me see if I can find it on the official one. It's been a while since I went back to the True Moon cutscene. I think it's this one. Return of the Three Moons. Here we are. Okay, this one. And then this is... Yeah, so Ether and Lumine is the same in the English. And then this is Ether Japanese. And then I'm gonna go to my own video for Lumine Japanese. Okay, so Ether Japanese is that one, and then True Moon. Let me find mine. Exact 102S times them. Yeah, it's the same because they're consistent. I think they post the same one, the same duration consistently for both languages, so they're able to do that. Okay, let me move back a bit. Because my video is pretty long. Okay, this is the one. Configure higher time. And then this is Lumine. My own video is the Lumine JP version. He's way higher pitched than I thought. You mean the English Ether or the Japanese Ether, you mean? And I think, if I'm not wrong, right, if you look at the I think there's like subtitles. Does it show subtitles in the official one? Maybe not. You might have to open the subtitles in Japanese. Yeah, if you open the subtitles, you'll see that JP Ether he will say Kimi no mono janai. And then the Lumine version, she says pretty clearly, is Anata no mono janai. And in fact, in my version, like, you can actually see the hiragana at the bottom, so it's very clear it's different. You can hear the word differences, yeah. Super interesting. Anata no mono janai. So when I saw this scene, I was like, Anata mono janai, and I went to rewatch the scene, and then like Ito started saying Kimi, and I'm like, wait a sec, this sounds different. This sounds different from how I remembered it. Now do it for CN, CN probably isn't different because there's no different U's in CN. It's just Ni. Yeah. I don't think there's a difference in CN, but Descending Moon CN. Let me see if there's one for. Is there a CN channel for the Genshin? Or is that all in like Bilibili? Okay, I think they have it. There's one here. Let me see if we're being completely distracted now in the middle of this. I think this is interesting. So let me. Did they even post the trailers on this one? The cutscenes on this one? I think they do. There's the Varka cutscene, Columbina Descending cutscene. Okay, let's see what they say. Not the Kalai. Yeah, I think it's the same in Chinese. 月亮从不属于你. Okay, here's the Ether CN. Use Billy. Lumine Descending Moon cutscene. I want the Lumine version. Oh, maybe this one. Oh, maybe. I'm trying to look at the related videos and see if anyone has done it with the Lumine version. Maybe this guy posted one. Maybe this one. Oh, this one, the audio is kind of soft, but I think you should be able to tell. Yep. So the Chinese is the same as well. Yeah, exactly. Even in the Chinese, it's the same. So they deliberately did it. Lumine CN. They deliberately did it just for the Japanese. Can you imagine? So even in the Chinese, it's the same. 月亮从不属于你. So like, I think the big difference is the English translated the never a little bit more correctly in the Chinese, because the Chinese said 从不属于你. If he just says like 月亮不属于你, like it's just like the moon doesn't belong to you, but he says specifically 月亮从不属于你. That means like the moon has never belonged, 从 like from the beginning. So in other words, JP is the only one that got it wrong. No. JP is the only one that translated it differently because of the gender. JK, maybe stylistically it works better. Yeah, because and then like in the but mostly also because in the Chinese there's no difference there's no different U's. Like Ni is only U. It doesn't matter what your gender is. You always use the same U. So like there's no there can actually be a difference there. But in the Japanese they took that and translated the U into a different form for whether you're a guy or a girl, you see. English needs way more words. Yeah, I just think that's cool because like in every other language it's the same except for Japanese. Ether refers to him as Kimi, which is a more rude form of saying you, and then Lumine like has a more respectful form of you. And maybe there's just like a gender difference. Maybe culturally, like when you're talking with your other guy friends, you're more casual, but if you're a girl talking, you know, to the opposite gender, you tend to use more respectful words rather than like a more casual word because you're less close, right? There's a bit of a distance there. I don't know. So maybe it is a reflection of a bit of like a cultural way of doing things. But I just thought it was interesting that because they could have just used the same word, like they could have just used the same word, but they didn't. So. And it's interesting that it happens like in this specific cutscene, and then I think it's probably one of the very few cutscenes because it's one of the few cutscenes where you actually have Ether and Lumine saying things in the first place, right? Most of the cutscenes they don't actually say anything. So this is one of the ways that you can actually see it in action. I bet they've probably done it multiple times in the words as well of the Archon quest. It's just that you don't really get to see the difference. Yeah. But of course, we all know which is the superior translation. Nihongo. Ahem.
まさか今の私がどのような状態かリンなら分かっているでしょう。シローが私のマスターである限り私に敗北などありえません。
でしょ？
ねえ、Korea.
リリアをかくまうのも問題ない。
Oh, wait, actually, Korean has a different, probably has a different one too. I think Koreans might have a different way of saying you as well. This will be interesting, actually. Let me see if there is a... Well, actually before that, let me copy all of the links below so that I can bring it up. I'm gonna post it in chat. In Okay, so this ether en, and then we have Lumine en, and then we have ether Japanese, Lumine Japanese, and then we have ether cn. I'm gonna compile this into a... You're gonna have to find a better like Lumine cn version though. The audio one is kind of whack there. Yeah, I'm gonna edit this post once I find the Korean version. Oh no, why is it embedding everything? Stop, turn off embeds. Remove all embeds. Okay. Don't need the embeds. Just clogs up the space. Genshin Descending Moon cutscene Korean, I guess? It's hard to find the Korean version, I think. Korean voice. Is there a link? Maybe the Genshin Korean version? Genshin KR. Wonshin. Okay, here we go. Genshin Korean version. Wonshin. Let's move down. Okay, this one. At least the thumbnail is the same for all, so. Dun, 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 dun. I still think this cutscene is super peak, so that's why. Dun, dun, dun. Copy URL, current time. Okay. This is ether Korean. I'm trying to find like a Lumine Korean now. 잠신캡 아니야. Oh wait, it might be the same though. Oh, they use 당신 though. 당신 is the respectful version of you in Korean. So ether actually uses 다은. 당신 게 아니야. 당신 게 아니야. So like, if ether says 당신, I would say like Lumine would probably also use the same honorific term. 당신 is like the respectful form of you. Like in Korean, the root form of you is 너, right? 너. 당신 is like the respectful form of you. I'm going to see if I can find a Lumine version of this. 원신. Shit, that is Lumine. Try to find a Lumine version of this. See if I can find a Lumine version of this. Yes, I found a Lumine version of this. Thanks to Rooney Roo for posting it. Okay, we gotta find this. Lumine Korean. And exactly the same 102 too. Why did the audio not come out? There's no audio for this one, but wait. This guy's, she's talking, but there's no words coming out. This is not a good one. Oh man, this guy just muted the words for some reason. Although like the subtitles clearly show she's saying the same thing, but the subtitles clearly show she's saying the same thing, but I don't know, does this one show? She has a 4K version. Oh no, this is some this is some like AI channel or something that they started auto dubbing it. Like question mark is going on. What is this? What is this? Can we get a Lumine Korean version, guys? No Lumine Korean version. I think it's the same in Korean. It's just I can't find one that's Lumine right now.
それに気になることもある。シローの選択はもしかしたらとんでもない妙手だったのかもしれないわ。
Oh, we got it. Lumine version. Okay, let's try this one. Yo, let's go. Let me use this Korean version where you can actually hear the voice. Sorry, let me see. Let me see. Okay, the thing breaks. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, over here. Copy video at time. Yeah, both Korean are the same as well, so it's crazy. It's only the Japanese that's different. Okay, this one you can actually hear the Korean. The other Korean was fake. 당신 게 아니야. Yeah, they both say 당신 게 아니야. Dude, that's actually super interesting though. Like, they both use the respectful form of the Korean. I would have expected Korean to have something different too as well, but the Korean translated as the same, even though Korean do have different words for the root version versus not root version. I think that's super interesting. So this is the moon. Will never be yours. Tsuki wa kimi no mono janai. Tsuki wa anata no mono janai. Wait, Korean? Have you considered maybe it's just a Japanese anime thing? Maybe? But it's interesting that it's not just like the voice though, right? Like the actual like subtitle translation is different too. So like they must have actually translated it differently. It's not just like a no, the VAs decided to do it because that's like the usual anime style VA. Like it was scripted to be that way. They actually gave them the actual script, different script if you were like Lumine or Ether. Like the EN subtitle on JP video is different. Oh, the Ian subtitle in JP video is different. I think the subtitle is a bit. It's a bit. I think the subtitles should be the same across if you're using the official one. If you're watching the other like non-official videos, the subtitles might sound a bit different. But I think the official one uses the same subtitles, whether it's Japanese or they use the same. They upload the same set of like language subtitles essentially. Let me see. Copy link to this one. I think this one is月亮从不属于你. So let me 月亮从不属于你. And then this is 他당신 게 아니야. I tried my best to romanize the maybe I'll write it in the actual language so it's not that. I just think it's interesting that there was this distinction that they did specifically for the Japanese and underline the difference there. あなたのものじゃない. All right. Back to the scheduled program. Here's Anya, actually. Anya. 당신 게 아니야. 당신 게 아니야. I guess 당신 is an SH. Alright. 당신 게 아니야. Tosaka then falls silent. Saber must have accepted that as she reluctantly moves away from Ilya. Speaking of that though, I need to make this. Notice how every ether dot times at 102 seconds. Well, seeing isn't a dot. I think that's just me like time stepping at 102. It's about the same. It's all 102 because that's the official one. There's no official Lumine one. That's the only thing. All the Lumine ones are like recorded from other people's channels. The Japanese one is from my own, but that's what? What do you mean by what? Hoyo hates Lumine users. Yeah, exactly. There's no official Lumine pose. It's so dumb. Like I don't get it. There's no official Lumine like trailer or like cutscene showcase thing. So like for Lumine to actually get showtime, like people actually have to record it. See, I'm doing Lumine a big service. I think some of the event hour related has been ether only. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's also been ether only. Even the event, yeah, the event stuff. I think the current event hour right now is also like a ether. That ain't cool, Hoyo. Exactly. That not cool, Hoyo. Why Lumine Erasure? But Lumine Erasure has always been a thing, I guess. They've always done Lumine Erasure. And Lumine's always shown as the bad sibling in the cutscenes too.
ねえ、本当に剣の鍛錬なんかするの？
Follow me to the dojo.
私、今日はシロと遊べると思って楽しみにしてたんだよ。なのにセイバーなんて邪魔者はいるし、ここ寒いし
Ether seems like the evil one,
つまん
right?
ないよ。
It's kind of more evil looking.
「ねえ、今に戻ろう。強くなりたいなら、私がシロの力になってあげる。」
いや、ダメだ、イリア。剣の鍛錬は日課だからきちんとこなす。俺は魔術師として未熟なんだから、少しぐらいは戦えるようになっていないと。それに、鍛えておけばイリアを守れるだろ。イリアをうちにかくまうって決めたのは俺なんだから、これぐらいはしないと締まらない。
うん、それはそうかも。けど私、シロに守られなくてもいいんだけどな。シロはお兄ちゃんなんだから、一緒にいてくれるだけでいいんだもん。
Oni-chan. My persuasion failed. Persuasion check failed. DC 25. Her stare is rather painful. She must not approve of Ilya yet. Our eyes meet. I'll have Sable convince Ilya.
だからダメだって。セイバー、お前からも言ってくれ。午前中にセイバーと鍛錬をするのは日課なんだって。
私に言うべきことなどありません。イリアスフィールを連れてきたのはシローです。彼女に言い聞かせるのはシローの役割で、私の責務には含まれていませんから。
Ooh, Sable's like, is it your problem? Something's wrong. おかしいな。I don't know, maybe she was really bad.
なんだ、セイバーもよくわかってるじゃない。剣の鍛錬なんてしなくていいのよ。残ってるのは雑魚ばっかりなんだから、そんなの必要ないもの。ねえシロ、他のマスターなんてセイバーに任せて、私たちは外で遊ぼう。
See, she's still doing the Asobo thing. Go ahead and take a step toward.
ダメだ、話せイリア。こればっかりはわがまま言っても聞かないぞ。剣の鍛錬は休まないし、これからもずっと続ける。
That was a long side quest, yeah.
そりゃイリアにはつまらないだろうけど、俺はこれが好きなんだ。文句があるなら今の方で休んでいてくれ。
Shake her off violently. Kia! She must not have expected me to shake her off. Ida moves away and looks at me uneasily. Crap, even though to get her off, you know, it'd be a kind of way to do so.
すまんイリア、今のは乱暴すぎた。けど 剣の鍛錬はやめられない。しばらく一人にして悪いんだが、今でおとなしくしていてくれるか。
She's pouting. Doesn't walk away without saying anything. She walks to the entrance and stops by the wall beside it.
いいわ。ならここで見てる。それなら文句ないでしょ。
She screams and grabs at me.
いや、それは構わないけど、ここ寒いぞ。今だったらお茶もあるし、お茶受けも完備してるんだが。
私がいいって言ってるんだからいいの。なんだ、シロとセイバーを二人きりになんてさせないんだから。
させないだから。Stop abusing that child. Saying something to Ilya looks away.
まあいいけど。飽きたら今に戻ってても構わないから。
I don't understand Ilya's point, but I guess things are settled. She's jealous. I take 2 shares from the wall into the saber.
じゃあ始めよう。3日ぶりだからどうも勘が鈍ってそうだけどな。セイバー、どうした？ぼーっとしちまって。熱でもあるのか？
These kids never in school, true.
いえ、別にそういうことではないのですが。
Saber looks away from Ilya and shakes her head.
体は万全なんだな。なら始めるぞ。ほら、しない。
いえ、投げていただければ結構です。あまり不用意に近づかれては困ります。私たちは剣の鍛錬をするのですから。
Saber's acting awkward.
だからそうだって。何言ってんだ、セイバー。
Oh wait, I guess there was a gas leak at school recently. It's always a gas leak in Japan. I can't. True. I throw it at the Shina. Although I would think like gas leaks are actually probably pretty common in Japan, right? Because they have earthquakes pretty often, and I bet like those wreck the pipes. So I wouldn't be surprised that like it's crept its way into anime. So I think that's probably a pretty common event that happens, and they're probably pretty prepared for that kind of. They have all these detectors everywhere, so they're probably prepared for that kind of thing. After all, I've never gotten Saber. Never been able to get close in on her, so she needs something not to go her courtesy. Saber catches the Shina awkwardly and takes an exaggeratedly deep breath.
それでは始めましょう。今までとは勝手が違いますが、平静を保つようにしろ。
Pretty sure there's been a few brutal gas leaks in Japan IRL, right?
大丈夫だ。誰が見ていようと始まれば気にならない。
Ready Machina, I look at Saber. Trying to be the golden haired girl Shina that fixes my attention only on her. Finishing the training out tutorial, we enter the user break, stopping a bit by Shina on the wall.
改めて実感した。やっぱりセイバーはすごい。
すごいな. They use it to explain the supernatural Silent Hell F2. Oh, really? Interesting. I guess it makes sense because like you can't really see a gas leak, so it kind of feels supernatural. Like something's off. I'm not sure what. Light a match, explodes. Nodding, I drink water from a kettle. Quenching my thirst and wiping the sweaty net, my body finally calms down.
ねえ、今のが鍛錬なの？なんかシロが一方的にやられてたようにしか見えなかったけど。
一方的に。You're just saying something unpleasant.
それは違う、イリア。今でこそやられっぱなしだけど、以前はもっとひどかったんだ。むしろ一度も気絶しなかったあたり、今日は上出来だったと言っていい。
そうなんだ。けどそれってシロの腕前なのかな。セイバー、シロが何度もバランス崩してたのにわざと見逃してたような気がするんだけど。
Ilya ponders, she's sharp. I noticed that too. I don't know whether she was showing consideration for my body or whether she's not up to par, but either way, Saber wasn't going full strength against me. She never goes full strength, she mostly attacking when I shot opening. Today, Saber lacked that. She did not perform any attacks that would have knocked me out, even though she usually does.
イリアもそう思うのか。やっぱりセイバーに見逃されてたのかな、俺。
見逃せ。 された。
不思議とそんな感じはしなかったよ。セイバーちゃんとシローに追い打ちしようって竹刀を構え直すんだけど、とっさにやめて下がっちゃうのよ。あれ何だったのかな。見逃してるっていうより怖がってるっていうか遠慮してるっていうか。
はあ、まさかセイバーが遠慮なんかするもんか。そんな情けがあったら俺は初日であそこまで痛めつけられなかったぞ。
Saber doesn't hold back during training. I could desperately concentrate on Saber because I knew that.
一体どうしたんだよセイバー。こんなんじゃ鍛錬にならない。まさかとは思うけど手を抜いてたんじゃないだろうな。
いえ、手を抜いていたなどということはありません。私は普段通りシローより一段階上の剣士を想定して相手をしていたのですが。
Yeah, the truth it is training is strange as well.
ああ、そりゃセイバーが手を抜くなんて思えないし真剣にやってくれてたのも分かってるけど、今のは消極的すぎなかったか。もっとこうガツンと正面から打ち合ってくれないとためにならないってば。
正面からですか。ですがそうなるとマスターに近づきすぎです。それでは展開によっては体がぶつかってしまうというか。
She's getting shy.
そりゃ打ち合ってるんだから肩ぐらいぶつかるだろう。そもそもセイバー密着戦になったら甘いとばかりに体当たりしてきてよく俺を吹っ飛ばしてたじゃないか。
Uh-oh.
密着戦はセイバーの。
私そんなことをしていたのでしょうか。
したんだそうでしょうか。
そりゃ打ち合ってるんだから肩ぐらいぶつかるだろう。そもそもセイバー密着戦になったら甘いとばかりに体当たりしてきてよく俺を吹っ飛ばしてたじゃないか。密着戦はセイバーの得意とするところじゃないのか。していたのかって。まあ割と頻繁に。ほら初めて竹刀を合わせた時も派手に壁まで叩きつけてくれただろ。女の子なのに力持ちだなって言ったら剣士としてこの程度は当然だってセイバーは言ったじゃないか。
剣士として。Saber's standing there dumbfounded. Saber really is acting weird today, but I have no idea why. It'll be a problem if Saber's sick or something. Bro like has no idea. Resume our training still different from how it was before resume, but Saber backs off only after a few matches. There's a new training method? She might counter attack when I let my guard down. I watch Saber closely. Saber narrows her eyes seriously and takes a step towards me.
シロ、昼食にしましょう。
Hey, lunchtime. Says nothing about it unlike her. Huh? I lower Mishina.
昼食にするってもうそんな時間か。
The clock says it's a bit before 12. She's right that it's time for lunch, but this is the first time Saber suggested it. We never noticed the time when we were training in the dojo. It was a routine for us to take a break and only noticed that it was lunchtime when we felt hungry and looked up at the clock. It's a reasonable proposal, like a nod, but... No way, we're fasting today. Let's have lunch. Guys, am I gonna die depending on what I choose whether not to have lunch? This is so ridiculous. Can you imagine like only one of these options is correct and the rest of them like let you instantly die? I'll be so mad. Like alright, let's have lunch, I guess. I'm gonna eat lunch just like I'm gonna have dinner in a bit.
そうだな。ちょっと早いけど準備しようか。
早いのですか。もうじき正午ですし調理には時間がかかるのですからちょうどいいと思うのですが。
あ、今日は弁当を作っといたんだ。
弁当 let's go.
物はできてるんで今から持ってくるだけですぐ食べられる。
素晴らしい。それならなんとか我慢できそうです。
They will relieve.
我慢って何が。
我慢って。
いえ、特に意味はありません。取るに足りない独り言ですので早速昼食にいたしましょう。
いたしましょうってセイバーなんか微妙に言葉遣い違くないか。試合中もおかしかったし体調が悪いなら言ってくれないと困る。
So Saber's Japanese VA is Ayako Kawasumi. Does she voice any Genshin characters actually? Oh, she voices Shenhe. Oh, that kind of makes sense. I can kind of hear a bit of Shenhe. Ayako Kawasumi. Saber Fate. I don't know any of her other characters, but Shenhe. So she's actually Shenhe's VA. Gotcha. And then Rin is Yoimiya, Shenhe is Saber. This is actually pretty funny. I got this other level that added audio eraser option and lowers all the background audio, even music, if want. And boosts voices. Oh, interesting. So it erases background and boosts voices. It would be nice to have like a opposite option. Sometimes I want a song without the lyrics, but only the background audio, so I can use it for karaoke. I think there's already like stuff like that on the PC though, but for sure. But I know like all those options generally degrade the quality of the music though, which is a bit sus. But
セイバーの調子が悪いなら弁当はやめて消化しやすい料理を作り直すから。
いえ、そのようなことはありません。今から調理しては時間がかかりますし、今すぐ昼食を取らなければならないし、とにかく昼食にしましょう、シロ。
it's cool. What is it degrading music quality, but to see tech like this on mobile. I'm guessing it just use some type of either existing audio plugin option or some AI. I don't know, it depends. I think at the end of the day, audio is just a whole bunch of different wavelengths, right? So as long as the AI is smart enough, it should be able to like decouple those wavelengths. Like the hardest thing for like audio to do is you're mixing audio together and lumping all into one, right? But if there's a way to split up those tracks again, then you're able to like isolate tracks that you don't want. I'm just gonna use if you blast music like Mintum does or used to. Do I blast music, Broshi? Or in-game audio too loud? That's only when I switch to the full screen mode, I guess. When full screen mode, out-game audio will be higher, but yeah. Yeah, I haven't been blasting music that recently. Anyway, the background music here is in-game music.
わかった。
The audio's
じゃあ
good.
弁当
Alright,
とお茶
sounds
持って
good.
くるから2人はここで待っててくれ。せっかくの弁当だし、たまには道場でお昼にしよう。
Oh, so you can turn it on for like anything, so that's pretty cool then. You can like have it layer over anything that you're playing.
はい、期待しています、シロ。
Daishimasu. Saber sees me while waving her hand wildly. Panicking and getting mad. Really wonder what's wrong with her today. For any app, supposedly? Oh, okay. At noon, we started to eat lunch. I made a proper meal this morning, so I made a box lunch with the leftovers.
これはなるほど。朝の料理をパンに挟んだのですね。
She admires the sandwich as she eats it. She's using it as a paper napkin so as to not dirty your hands. I can see her elegance even with this kind of lunch.
朝も思ったけどシロはお料理上手よね。
料理上手。
私ね、ご飯が美味しいのはいいことだと思うの。
Ilya stuffing herself in a sandwich full of energy. Stuff. I know she's out of control, just copying me. Ilya usually seems more well-mannered than Saber, but that doesn't seem to apply to dining manners.
待ちなさい、イリアスフィール。それでは髪が汚れてしまいます。
No, Saber places a napkin against Ilya's cheek. What is this cutscene? Something like butter must have been on there as Saber wipes around Ilya's mouth.
ありがとう。けどどういうつもり？セイバーは私のこと嫌いなんでしょ？
Is some shoujo ai cutscene?
ええ、今でも警戒はしています。ですが私とて人の心はわかる。
See, Saber's the mom now, and then Ilya's views the kid.
あなたには敵意がなく、シローは客人として迎えました。ですから私も最低限の礼は尽くしますし、それに
それに
その髪は美しい。目の前で汚れてしまうのはいささか心苦しいというものでしょう。
That was a bit from the bottom of her heart. Sylvia's voice is the same as always. It doesn't sound like she's thinking about Ilya. Ilya's never looked directly at Saber until now. Ilya Saber just messed up and not someone that deserves to be treated as a human.
そんなこと言ったってシロは私のものだけど、まあ少しはセイバーのこと考えてあげてもいいわ。シロを勝たせてあげることはできるけど、私じゃ守ってあげられないものね。
Yes, yes, so we'll chuck your soldiers and eat her sandwich.
言われるまでもありません。マスターの盾となるのはサーバントの責務ですから。
Saber answers Ilya plainly. The conversation is the same as before, but the voices sound more gentle. Oh. Relaxing after lunch.
シロいる？こっちの準備はできたから早めに顔を出してよね。
Oh, we got mage training, sword training, and then mage training. Rice is ready. Yeah, rice is. We'll give it like 30 minutes to like settle.
そうか、忘れてた。午後は遠坂に魔術を教えてもらうんだった。
Yay, magic! Never had a proper teacher. Tosaka's magic lectures are more than helpful. Is Tosaka willing to teach me, so I should go see her as quickly as I
悪
can.
い、遠坂の部屋に行ってくる。どのくらいかかるかわからないから、セイバーとイリアは部屋で休んでいてくれ。
いいよ。私もなんだか眠いし、少しお昼寝する。
Food coma. Ilya goes out of the dojo, rubbing her eyes sleepily. Ilya will calmly go to sleep. There won't be any problem with me going to Tosaka's room.
シロ、リーの部屋に行くのですか？
ん？ああ、そう言っただろ。遠坂には魔術の基本を教わらなくちゃいけない。
その必要はあるのでしょうか？バーサーカーは倒れましたし、私たちが協力して挑む敵は存在しなくなった。ならば、シローがリンに教わることはなくなったのではないですか？
I prefer my rice 10 minutes after pressure is relieved. Oh. Yeah, for me, like, I just leave it on a bit longer so the rice doesn't stick so much to the bottom of the pot. That's all. If you let it settle for a bit longer, like, it will sort of, like, unstick itself from the pot as it cools. That might certainly be true. First of all, Tosaka taught me so that we could go up against Barasaka. Now that need is not there, there's no more reason to learn from Tosaka, but...
いや、バーサーカーとは関係なしで教わりたいんだ。俺は未熟だから、少しでも早く一人前にならないと。
そうですか。シローがそう言うのでしたら、私に止める権利はありません。
Saber murmurs with a sad face.
じゃあレクチャーを始めるけど、その前に聞いておくわ。あんた、体で壊れちゃったところとかない？
Tosaka asked me a strange question as soon as I entered her room.
壊れたって何が？
Didn't I break my arm yesterday?
だから動かない箇所はないかって聞いてるの。あれだけめちゃくちゃしたんだから神経が焼き切れるのは分かってるのよ。まあそんなのはどうでもいいんだけど、体のどこに異常があるのかぐらい知っておかないと授業にならないから。
Although my rice never sticks, I don't use the status pot. That's good. That's good for you then. My rice will stick if I don't give it at least 15 minutes to just settle there. My pot is pretty old though, but also I don't think it's like it's not like a Zoji Rushi rice cooker either, so It seems my body would be numb somewhere. It's literally just a pot. So, according to Tosaka. But I know myself that she's wrong.
いや、動かないところはないぞ。
Oh, but I don't know one. Either too poor. Yeah, exactly.
一晩寝たら頭痛も熱もなくなったし、俺は至って健康だが。
はあ、そんなわけないでしょ。セイバーの剣を投影したのよ。あんなの腕一本維持してもおかしくない芸当じゃない。
だから動くって。
あ、福岡で。
だいたい体が動かなかったらイリアをおんぶして帰ってこれるわけないだろう。あの時おかしかったのは頭痛と熱だけだって。
嘘よそんなの。シロ、ちょっと腕見せてみなさい。
Without waiting for a reply, Tosaka takes my arm. Why does she think I'm broken? Oh, she's closer to me. Makes my breathing stop. Even though I'm getting used to her, having her this close tenses me up.
本当に異常はないみたいね。焼き付いた跡かな。あざみたいに黒くなってるところはあるけど、他は完全に修復されてる。いえ、治ったというよりようやく生え変わったってとこかしら。
A bear brushes my arm. That makes me blush, but
ふざけた体ね。これ例の自然治癒による回復じゃないわよ。シローの自然治癒は明らかに外部からの働きかけだけど、こっちはあなた自身の治癒能力だと思う。
yes, Avalon. She says so while rolling on my sleeve and patting my arm.
ストップ。もういいだろう遠坂。用が済んだら椅子に戻れ。
Pull my arm back to get away from Tosaka.
ん？何よ。こっちはあんたの体を見てあげてるっていうのに。って。はは。
Wait, do they have the short C for healing? Exactly, yeah, that's Avalon. That's what he has. I think they only reveal it later on, but it's implied that he has Avalon in him all this time, which is what's causing him to heal. She moves
熱は
closer.
下がったって言うけど、まだ十分ありそうじゃない？シロ、顔が真っ赤よ。
そんなの俺の勝手だろ。お前関係ないんだから気にするな。
そうなんだ。関係ないんなら、私がこんなことしても影響はないわけよね。
Oh, that's how his dad saved him? Oh, really? Oh, his dad put Avalon in him? Did he? Interesting. I don't actually know where the Avalon came from. But maybe you're right. Maybe that's how he got saved.
額に手なんて当てるな。
I vaguely remember this. Yeah, I definitely don't remember much either. This is how Saber was even summoned. Oh, because he resonated with Avalon. Oh, that makes sense. That kind of makes sense. But also Saber was summoned. Kiritsugu summoned Saber as well. So that could also be the connection, I think. Emiya Kiritsugu was the first one to summon Saber in the previous world, who was basically his dad, so... Although I don't think they talked about it yet, like, I don't think Shiro knows, like, Saber actually knows his dad, right? Kiritsugu got Avalon. Oh, is that right? No, I don't know. He also had this, like, special ability, like, Kiritsugu could, like, slow down time or something. Like, it's either, like, some time slow or, like, rapid acceleration with his heartbeat thing or something. I don't remember what it was, but it helped him defeat Kotomini Kire in the final battle.
熱なんてないんだから、そんなことしても意味ないぞ。
ええ、そうみたいね。今度は耳まで真っ赤だもの。熱っていうより酔っ払ってるみたい。
I bet she's doing this deliberately.
父さんか、お前分かっててやってるだろう。
分かっててやってるだろう。
ああ、バレた？シローがあんまりにもベタな反応するからついからかっちゃった。
Dots. You go to hell with talking a man's innocent.
ま、冗談はこの程度にしといてあげる。あんまりからかうとミイラ取りがミイラになりかねないしね。
Tosaka returns to her chair in a good mood. This is the problem. Tosaka will likely make more fun of me as the days go by.
遠坂、今更言うのもなんだけど、俺は真面目に授業を受けに来たんだが。
あら失礼ね。私だってそのつもりよ。今のだって教え子の状態を確認しただけだもの。
そうかよ。じゃ、そろそろ本題に入ってくれるんだな。
そうね。本題といっても私の専門外だからアドバイスぐらいしかできないけど、しないよりはマシだから。
Tosaka turns to me seriously, discarding her earlier lightheartedness.
正直に言ってしまえばね、私があなたの力になってあげられたのは前回でおしまいなのよ。
What? I'm not learning anything today?
こんな短期間の授業で魔術は身につかない。私はただあなたが使ってなかったスイッチを取り付けただけ。それはわかる？
あの宝石だろ。確かにあれを飲んでから魔術回路は作るんじゃなくて切り替えるものになってくれた。
Also, it doesn't make too much sense. Kirisugo wasn't blood related to Shiro anyways. True. But maybe it's not blood relation, right? Maybe it's because Shiro grew up basically taking on Kiritsugu's ideals, right? So maybe there's some part of that made its way.
そう、一朝一夕で教えてあげられたのはそれぐらい。けどそれだって今まで鍛えてきたものを表に出したに過ぎないわ。私はあなたが体で覚えた魔術を後押しすることしかできないし、他の魔術を教える気もない。
Okay, so I came all the way to Tosaka's room for her to say she's not gonna teach me anything, bro. What is this?
だって才能ないものあなた。
I know Daimon. I got scammed, guys.
そこまでズバッと言われるとある意味さっぱりした。
I thought the summoning ritual required physical artifacts for the resonance to form. Well, but in Shiro's case, there wasn't even like a ritual, right? Like suddenly Saber just appeared. So like, I think Shiro's summoning is a bit special. After Cat Appendix with us, he was summoned for Tosaka. Right, but Shiro never did a ritual summon. He just sort of wished and then suddenly Saber appeared. There was no like summoning ritual or anything that was being used there.
けど遠坂、俺が使える魔術ならアドバイスしてくれるんだろ。ならあの時に使った魔術が何だったのか教えてくれ。
Tosaka doesn't answer. She just glares at me like I'm her enemy.
遠坂、そのレクチャーだよな、これって。黙っていられると俺も困るんだが。
Yeah, we don't know exact summon ritual, but anyways, I think it's always required some physical artifact, but I may be wrong. I don't know how Kiritsugu initially summoned Saber though. They might have explained it in Fate Zero. But yeah, I'm not sure. If it is, they probably haven't explained like all of the physical artifacts that were used for all of the servants. Either like I wouldn't know what Rider's artifact would be, or even Gilgamesh artifact would be. Castler and the other ones as well. Assassin's artifact. It'll be interesting though if they have one. That's only for a moment.
無理よ。私、投影魔術なんて使えないもの。自分が知らないものを教えられるわけないじゃない。
We're better at Tosaka at something.
遠坂が使えない？
使えない? To my head questioning, was it the thing I used against Basaka fundamental for mages? Assuming the structure of an object and passing the necessary magical energy through it. It's no different from a strengthening magic. But it's hard to pass my magical energy and alien element to an object that's already there. It's like adding a paint I consider red to make something redder, but I end up with something different color. But it's so much easier to draw using my own paint from the start and finish. I can just draw whatever I want.
そんなはずあるか。遠坂ならあれぐらいできるだろ。強化より簡単だぞ、あれ。
簡単だぞ。
あんたね、今の他の魔術師に言ったら間違いなく殺されるわよ。あんたがやったのは投影で、かつ宝具を完全に複製していた。 あそこまでできるフェイカーなんて私は知らない。
Faker nante. Wait, Faker is a thing. Faker. Faker mention. Tosaka plays League. I feel a chill. It's not my imagination. Tosaka is certainly hostile to me.
どうってことないわ。そんなことあんたの蔵を見た時からうすうす感づいてたんだから。今さらエミやシロに殺意を抱いても仕方ない。
But she knows that Archer is also Faker, right? So
勘
does
違いして
Tosaka
る
have a
ようだから言っ
sense?
てあげるとね。あなたがやったのは投影の魔術なの。
Toei no Majutsu.
実在する美術品とか名剣とかそういったものを自身の魔力でイメージとして再現するっていう半端な魔術よ。大抵は儀式の際に使用する一時しのぎの代用品として使われる。イメージで編んだそれは当然架空のものとして認識されるからすぐに消えてしまうものなんだけどね。
I can understand that it's a reproduction made of illusions. I saw Sable saw my dream and imagined the golden sword based on it.
よくわからないな。魔力ってのは粘土だろ。たとえイメージでも一度形になったものなら消えることなんてないんじゃないのか。
そんなわけないじゃない。魔力ってのは自分の体の中でしか存在できないものでしょ。だから物に魔力を通したり魔力をスターターにして自然干渉を行うんじゃない。そりゃあ私だって魔力を飴のようにこねて探検ぐらい作れるわ。けどそれで終わり。それは探検の形をした飴に過ぎないし外に出した魔力は気化していくからすぐに消えてしまう。いい？魔力だけで作り上げたものは長続きしないものだしあくまで形だけのものよ。まあその形だけのものを外見も性能もオリジナルに近づけるのが投影魔術らしいんだけど。
So the magic energy is no shape. I can feel it when it goes in my body, but it fades into just once it goes outside. So no matter how well I may lose my head and contrasting out magical energy is only natural for it to fade away is made out of magical energy. So you about when I first did something like projection when Kirisuke first started to teach me, he told me to do strength energy because the projection was inefficient.
そうか。投影って魔力の消費が激しいんだ。使ってもすぐに消えてしまうから作っても意味がない。
意味がない。
そういうこと。例えば銃の魔力を使って剣を投影するでしょ。その場合その剣の力はせいぜい3回4なのよ。人間のイメージなんて穴だらけだから本物通りの複製なんてできないんだもの。対して銃の魔力を使って剣を強化した場合その剣の力は20にも30にも跳ね上がる。加えてその持続時間は投影の何百倍よ。わかった？投影魔術っていうのは今じゃ儀式の時にしか使われないものなの。道具が揃えられなかった時の代用品としてすぐに消える複製品を用意するための魔術に過ぎない。シローの父親が強化を教えたのは適切よ。ただでさえ魔術回路が少ないんだから投影なんて無駄な魔術を教えたら一般人と変わらないもの。
I understand that, but then what was that? The golden sword that I imagined my head reproduced into original powers.
じゃあセイバーの剣を投影したのはまぐれだったのかな。考えてみればあの剣に蓄えられていた魔力は桁違いだった。自分の何百倍っていう魔力を模倣するなんてどう見てもおかしいよな。
それはそのきっとシローは剣と相性がいいのよ。魔術師はそれぞれ属性を持ってるでしょ。あなたはそれが剣なんだと思う。
剣。
属性？火とか水とか各元素に当てはまるものか。
そう。普通は世界を構成する一元素を背負うものなんだけどね。魔術協会でも火はノーマル、風はノーブルって言われてるじゃない？
ノーマル、風はノーベル。Ah, so even there are noble elements in this periodic table.
地水火風空でもいいし、
Noble gases.
木火土金水でもいい。
One of earth, water, fire, wind, heaven, or one of wood, fire, earth, metal, water. Ah, dude, they're referencing the two different like elemental systems. Wood, fire, earth, metal, water, which is like the Chinese traditional elements. And then the Kaze and Ten, which is like celestial and wind elements, is the other version. So earth, water, fire. Earth, water, fire is all in the other two, but wind and heaven instead of like metal and instead of metal and water. I think Avalon explains the dreams he was having with the past.
このうちどれか一つを魔術師は持っているんだけど、中にはさらに分化した属性もあるわ。大抵そういう魔術師は中央には入れず、突出した専門家として名を馳せるらしいけど、それで言うならシローは剣よ。
剣。
多様性はないけど、こと剣に関しては頂点を狙えるってこと。
なるほど。それは確かに。
What attribute would Tosaka be? Something uppity like fire or wind? No, the last one, I'm curious.
なあ、トサカ。参考までに聞くけど、お前の属性ってなんだ？
私は五大元素っていう属性だけど。
五大元素。does that mean she has all of them?
ともかく、私が言えることなんてそんなものよ。
No weighing! Celestia the elements soon watch it be Celestia faction, true.
投影は虚影って言われるぐらい意味のないものだから、あまり多用はしないこと。それにね、セイバーの剣を模造するなんて、そんなのは自殺行為よ。あの時はうまくいったからいいものの、本来なら自滅していてもおかしくなかった。あんたも言ってたけど、セイバーの剣の魔力はシローの魔力のキャパシティを超えているのよ。それを複製するってことは、自分の魔術回路の限界を軽くオーバーしてるってわかるでしょ？
わかってる。けど、自分の限界なんてそう簡単に超えられないだろ？いや、そもそも限界なんだから、それ以上なんていけないんじゃないのか？
いけるわ。だからこそ、魔術師は死と隣り合わせなんじゃない。魔術が形式に沿ったものなら、知識さえあればどんな魔術だって行えるのは同意でしょ。たとえ自分では再現不可能の奇跡だって分かっていても、それにチャレンジすることは誰にでもできる。魔術師なんて動力源に過ぎない。小さなエンジンでもアクセルを踏み続けていれば規定以上のスピードは出る。けどその先にあるのは自滅しかない。それと同じよ。魔術師っていうのはね、自滅さえ覚悟するなら限界なんて簡単に超えられる。魔術回路を焼き切らせて神経をズタズタにして、それでも魔力を回転させていけば奇跡に手は届くわ。あなたの投影はまさにそれよ。戦いの後ずっと体が熱かったのは神経が焼き切れていたからだもの。それが分不相応な魔術の代償よ。手足の1本や2本壊れて当然のことをあなたはしたの。
He's angry at me, but at the same time...
だから覚えておきなさい、エミヤ君。
エミヤ君。
自分の限界を超えた魔術は術者を廃人にするわ。セイバーの剣を投影するなんてもう二度とやらないで。
She's very worried about me as well. Seems to be some strange medicine.
まあ無理するなって言っても無駄だろうしね。気休めだろうけど、もしもの時の痛め止めぐらいは飲んどきなさい。うまくいけばあざで変色した肌も治るかもしれないし。
She has light green powder for me. Drink the medicine with tea. Tosaka Ramjas tries to prescribe me with another medicine. Oh, I feel sorry about Tosaka Ramjas, but I'm bored just sitting here, so I should ask about the projection magic. Question number 1. Silence is good. What is question number 1? What does this mean? Huh? What's question number 1? Huh? What? Silence is good? Question number 1? What is question number 1? I understand what this person wants to know more details about it, especially the part about forming your image.
なあ遠坂、忙しいとこ悪いんだけど。
何よ、早くしろってんなら蹴っ飛ばすわよ。探し物が見つからなくてイライラしてるのはこっちなんだから。どうしてこうしまったはずのものがなくなってるのよ、この家は。
この家は She complains, this is certainly like her. Everything she does is perfect, but especially the part where she always messes up her
ああ、
preparations.
そのままそのまま。探しながらでいいから、さっきの話の続きをしてくれないか。その東映がイメージから作る模造品だとか、そういうこと。
まあいいわ。話しておくことはあんたのためになるかもしれないし。
She's really in a bad mood. She throws away the Boston bag she was rummaging to insist on. Boston bag? What is a Boston bag?
じゃあ手短に説明するわね。
Is there a special bag from Boston?
投影っていうのは手持ちにないものをその時だけ使うためのものよ。逆に言えばこの世にないもの、とっくに失われたものさえ復元することができる。本物を寸分たがわず想像できれば、あとは魔力で一時的に編み上げられるってこと。この投影したものは魔力の期間に応じて消えていくのは話したわよね。どんなに強い魔力でもイメージで編み上げた物体はだんだんと薄れていく。いいえ、それだけじゃないわ。そんな幻想は世界そのものが許さない。だから投影によって編み上げられたものは一日だって世界にはとどまれない。
世界そのものが許さないってどうして？
幻想は幻想だから何でもありなの。それがもし形を得てしまったら、それはもう現実でしょ。けど現実にはそんなものは存在しない。その矛盾を解消するためにね、現実が幻想を潰しにかかるのよ。いい？魔術ってのは元からあるものに手を加えて違うものに切り替える現象を言うの。言うなれば変化、等価交換よ。
Polka Polka! Let's go, Fullmetal Alchemist. Complete. Polka Polka. Rice. Alrighty. Coca-Cola. We are gonna go ahead.
けど幻想に10日交換も何もない。イメージで作られたものが世界のどこにもない場合、それは絶対の矛盾になる。だからこの時代にありえないセーバーの剣なんて投影したら、世界そのものがその幻想を破壊する。世界とつながって奇跡を起こすのはいいけど、世界にない奇跡を起こすのはご法度だから。
Short stream. Oh, we're gotta eat dinner now.
通常の魔術っていうのは世界のどこかにある実物を目の前に持ってきて使うことよ。けど投影魔術は人間のイメージを彩色する。
We'll be back again next week for more Genshin Impact. In the meantime, appreciate you guys hanging out for the stream.
いかに魔術といえど、ここにないものを作り上げてはいけない。それは現実を侵食する幻想に他ならないから。生物が自己防衛を最優先するように、世界だって自己防衛を最優先する。世界にとっての命は秩序でしょ。だから秩序を乱す矛盾、現実を侵食する幻想は世界そのものに握りつぶされるのよ。
Tosaka explains it all. Alright, thanks Tosaka. We'll go ahead and save first playthrough, and let's go say hi to Lucky in about 5 seconds. Alright, appreciate y'all being here.